warm up here momentarily. All right, we are live. Morning, everybody. I can see Holly changed a little bit overnight.
It's the need for a beard.
She's gonna.
It's colder out there.
We're probably gonna lose viewership pretty quickly today.
Yeah,
I think she's really the main reason anybody watches.
it's probably true.
Morning, Christy. Pam. Hello. Morning to you. This is Billy. He is our new co-host. We fired Holly. Finally, roads are good. Although not the interstate. Apparently it's shut down westbound. Overturned tractor trailer or something.
The interstate didn't work.
Yeah, but everything else is good.
Yeah, it was a fine drive over this morning.
You'd be shocked at the amount of people who were thought school was going to be out today.
Yeah.
My daughter is one of them. In fact, she wouldn't get up this morning with her alarm. She was like, "We're not going to school." I was like, "No, you are."
Yes, actually today.
She said, "Well, if that one guy was still director of schools, we would have been out." I was like, "No, doubt it."
It's too early to start burning days.
Yeah, it's a perfectly fine day.
Yeah.
It did snow a little harder last night than I thought it would. On my way home from basketball, it was snowing pretty good.
Yeah, we were in Murfreesboro and drove back. My kids were like, "It's snowing."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Don't worry, we're gonna make snowballs." No, you're not. You
Not
won't.
enough,
Can confirm.
unfortunately. Our heat's still out around here, so it's all right. Big thanks to Tiffany for not shutting the door, so it's still cold in this room too. I'll straight up burn somebody.
It's up to 63.
Look at it go. That's a handy little heater. So we're still working on getting that fixed. Good Tuesday morning to you, everybody. Welcome in. Thunder Radio Morning Show, getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work. And yes, I said getting you to school because you're going to school today. Bob is asking already over here on the Facebook. You're going to school unless you're in Cannon County and Grundy County, in which case you're going to go in 2 hours late. But otherwise, kids are going to school today. So let's go ahead and get that across to you. And I don't have any power to close the schools, but I do have the power to tell you that they are open, and they are open today. All right, we got a lot to get to. It is Tuesday. 2 reels and a fake. Name that tune. Stupid, silly stat. All the fun games per normal coming up in a little while. Comings and goings in a minute as well. We'll take your birthdays later, or we'll take them anytime, and we'll go through the birthdays around 8 o'clock. Call them in anytime at 728-1320. We would love to hear from you. Let's take a look at the temperature outside the Thunder Radio studios to get started. 25 degrees, so actually not quite as cold as we were the prior night. Cloudy skies have helped keep the temperature up a little bit, but it's going to be a cold day today. The clouds will clear. 36 for your high today is all we're going to get. And going to get a little bit of breeze, 5 miles an hour out of the north. Otherwise, that's about it. 20 degrees overnight tonight, and then 50 for your high on Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Get my days right. Wednesday. Then Wednesday night, a 30% chance of a shower or two. I don't think we're going to see any snow out of that. And then it gets even colder. We're going to be down to near 10 degrees on Thursday night. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Temperature update brought to you by our friends at Wisteria Hill Boutique. Christmas shopping is in full swing, and they have all the deals at Wisteria Hill. 205 South Woodland Street. Always your place for trendy women's clothing. They've added a men's selection, and also they have added some children's selection over there as well at Wisteria Hill. 205 South Woodland Street. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle. There's many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including the Emcella treatments to solve urinary incontinence. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com, 482 Interstate Drive. On that note, it's time to bring in the other half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show, but no grand entrance this morning. It's not Holly. She is a little bit under the weather, so we have brought in a substitute who I'm going to warn him to not do too well, because if he does, Holly may just quit the show, and we may not see her ever again. So we gotta lower expectations for everybody today. Billy Levingood is our guest co-host this morning.
I do excel at lowered expectations.
I knew you
really
would be,
good at that.
I knew you would be happy to
Yeah.
hear that we were lowering the expectations. Welcome into the morning show.
You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a
I love my Christmas trap music. This is where I excel. This time of year, I get to DJ it up with Christmas trap. It's my favorite.
I love it.
Yes,
Crowd goes
Bob.
wild.
Westwood has school today. Yes.
Everybody.
Everybody's got school. Everybody's got school. Morning, JC. I'll be right back. Hopefully that doesn't start cussing.
If it does,
Entertain the people, Billy.
I'll start hitting the button.
They're listening.
Yeah. I don't know where Josh went. I don't know what he's doing, but I can't bring you a report. I'd love to tell you. And I can't see the screen over there, so I'm at your mercy to know that if you say anything, I don't know what it is because I can't see. But yeah, Holly would be way better at this. She's not feeling well. And I have a little while to get this coffee in me so that maybe it's a serviceable time together.
Well, it's nice and warm in here.
He's back.
I made it.
It's up another degree.
Oh, look at it go. I'm fixing things.
Yeah, we're going to be South Florida in a little while.
Mr. Grinch, you're a nasty.
All right, comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community? We have got a lot going on today, or not today, but this month. It is Christmas season. I added a T at the end of Christmas. It's Christmas.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's Christmas season. So a lot of things going on. Yesterday was the first day of the synthetic ice skating down at the rec center. Did you drive by and see that?
I did not yet.
I wanted to drive by, but I was busy yesterday, so I didn't get a chance. We're going to be there, actually, not me and Billy, but me and Holly, if Holly is back to feeling better. We'll be there Friday morning for the morning show.
Okay, are you gonna ice skate?
That's the plan. Well, I'm not.
You're not.
Holly is going to ice skate, and that is her punishment for not being here today.
Does she know how to ice skate?
Yeah, no, she's a good skater.
Okay.
Yeah,
So she has done this before.
She has skated. She was a roller blader back in the day.
Okay.
So I think that translates well to the skates. And I went skating with her once. I mean, she skated and I didn't, but
Yeah.
we went.
Jody and I did that about 20 years ago.
How did that go?
We only fell a couple of times.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you're not good at it, you expend a lot of energy just attempting to stand up. Like you don't really get to enjoy the skating. You're just
Yeah.
trying to, because especially at this age, if you fall,
Yeah, it's
it's a
constant.
bad Christmas for you.
Yeah.
Like you're not
Yeah.
going to get back up and it's going to
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah. Once you get moving though, it's great. And so you should and at the rec center, it's like skates are included in your rental, right?
Yeah, so $5. It's like $5. I think if you get your tickets online, it's maybe $7 because of some fees. But, you know,
But it's pretty good entertainment. I
Yeah.
mean, if you can, even if you don't move, you could have sat on your couch for $5 and probably spent $5 shopping on your phone.
Yeah.
So
Well,
might
it's good, cheap entertainment for the
Yeah.
kids. Everybody's always wanting something for the kids to do around here. Well,
Yeah.
we got skating rink from now until December 22nd.
and you can people watch for $5.
When Holly and I were dating, she complained more than once, but she complained once that I never took her to do anything fun. You know, we never go do anything fun. You never do anything spontaneous. No, I'm not a spontaneous person. You should have known that.
Right.
But so one day we were driving by the old skating rink in Estill Springs. It's not
Yeah.
there anymore. I think it's a fireplace store, outdoor furniture or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? We're going to go in here. We're going to skate. I just wheeled it in there. I used to could roller skate with the best of them, at least in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, middle 6th, 7th grade, buddy. I could get out there and, you know, just move around the rink. Like I knew what I was doing. So we got skates. And so we're going to go skate. And it took me a minute to get going. I was like, ugh, you know, this is not as easy as I remember. It had been, you know, probably 20 years.
Is it like riding a bicycle?
No,
No.
it's not. It took
Different.
a minute, because, you know, both of your feet, you know, you don't really have
do-
any way to get control of that. So, but I got comfortable. I was like, okay, I'm good. I got comfortable and I started moving with some fluidity, you know, like I wasn't like a board anymore.
Yeah.
And came around the corner, took off feeling good, lost my balance. And by getting so confident and cocky, I just completely like had both feet just went straight up. It was cartoon like, landed on my back without any catching or bracing. And some 12-year-old like backwards skated up to me and was like, dude, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not okay.
Actually not. Thank you.
So I will not do anything spontaneous or skate again. But Holly and I will be at the skating rink on Friday for the morning show. It's not open necessarily to the public, but we're going to be down there. We're going to broadcast. She's going to check it out. We're going to do some interviews and how it works and whatnot. So we're excited about that. That's where we're going to be Friday morning. Again, assuming that she is back to feeling 100%. I'm not going to put her out there if she's
Right now, what if
that cough may
what
linger.
if she gets nervous and she's like,
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That
Josh,
cough may
this-
linger.
I
Uh-huh.
don't think it's okay.
Yeah, I know when she's faking. You know.
And Josh would be like, "Hey, Billy, can you come do that skating thing?"
Yeah,
we
and then
need
Billy's
to know if
skating.
You can skate.
Yeah. Well, that's at the rec center. So thunder1320.com/skating. And you can get your tickets that way, or you can go through the rec center. It doesn't matter how you do that. Sessions are every day now through the 22nd. I think they start at 4 on the weekdays and 2 or 2:30 on the weekends. Let's see other things to talk about. We are 2 days away from Santa Claus coming to town. Thursday, December the 5th, Santa Claus is coming, and he will be at People's Bank and Trust Company from 5 until 7. There will be free hot chocolate. There'll be free games for the kids and free professional portraits with Santa. So everybody's welcome. You don't have to be a People's Bank customer or anything like that. So y'all get on down there. And then December the 7th, that's Saturday, Santa, I think he's staying in town at the Holiday Inn. And then he will be at Southland Pharmacy on Saturday from, I think, 9 to 1 or 9:30 to 1, somewhere around there, 482 Interstate Drive. So a couple of Santa visits this week. He'll also be in town for the Downtown Christmas Stroll. I think that's December 13th.
I
Yeah,
should know.
it is. It's December 13th. And he'll be at the church at 117. And that's where he'll be available for, lap sitting and picture taking. That'll be a cell phone picture kind of night. And there'll be a Santa letter writing station there that we'll take the letters and we'll read them on air. Then we'll ship them off to the North Pole. So be sure to stop by.
Can I write a letter?
You can. Anybody can write a letter.
Okay.
Everybody's welcome to do that.
We'll think about what I want.
That would be a good segment. What do we really want
Yeah.
for Christmas as adults? We are 13 days away from the Thunder Radio Morning Show's 5 days of giving. That is the week of the 16th through the 20th. Get registered at thunder1320.com/giving. We have over $1,500 worth of prizes that are going to go out the door that week on the morning show. If you register, we will be selecting people to play our games that week. And then if our selected people don't win their games, we may open it up to the phones. But if you want a better chance of getting picked, then go register. We got Bonnaroo tickets. That day, we got a big old basket from Wisteria Hill, the Cracked Pot, and other places as well. We are 17 days away from Christmas break for the kids, and I can confidently tell you the kids will be out of school for a couple of weeks. And we are 22 days away from Christmas actually being here. So I think that's all I've got.
It's coming quickly.
The short span between Thanksgiving and Christmas this year is messing with me.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's usually an extra week or something.
Seems like it.
We came right out of Thanksgiving and it was already December.
Yeah, it's for sure.
Yeah, it came a little late. So we have to pivot. And that's the excuse for us to have our Christmas stuff up early. When do you put yours up?
But we usually put ours up the day after Thanksgiving, but we put ours up the day before Thanksgiving because we were going out of town on Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
we went a day early.
All right. Well, day early. For those of you just tuning in, Billy Levingood, our guest co-host this morning on the morning show. Holly is a bit under the weather today. That's all right. We're still going to play our games. We're still going to have fun. And Billy is a radio veteran, so he can step right in here and do just fine. You've done morning show stuff
I've done
before?
the morning show. It's been a while,
Yeah.
like 10 years. I don't know, something.
Yeah.
8 years, something.
So it's been a while
Yeah.
since you've done, but you've been here early in the
Prior to
morning.
2017,
All right.
however long that was.
But you've done it.
I've done it.
Been a part of it.
I've sat right here, stood right here. I usually stand.
Yeah. Well, you can stand. I could
Yeah.
move the camera if you're more
Well,
comfortable standing.
I'm doing okay, I think. And maybe I'm not.
I
Maybe,
stand-
maybe people are like, no, it's terrible.
I stand for swap and shop. I
Yeah.
sit.
Oh, I don't know how you could sit for swap and shop.
Yeah, it's too exciting.
Yeah, it's.
Something's got to keep me awake,
Yeah.
so I stand up. That's what it is. That's coming up later.
Just need
All
to know if this is gonna be one of those wedding dresses.
Morning show here. She stopped calling.
No.
6:30 to 8:30, Monday through Friday. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. M-Sculpt Neo treatments give you the six-pack abs you've always wanted. No surgeries required. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. Don't forget, there's plenty of ways to catch the morning show. You can see our ugly faces over on Facebook on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. It's usually a better when Holly's here.
Yeah,
I get.
I don't know if this is a perfect shot.
Yeah, more viewership.
Yeah.
But you can watch over there on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. And of course, you can listen to the show on our terrestrial range, AM 1320, FM 1079, FM 1067 over toward Tullahoma Way, worldwide on the Manchester Go app and at thunder1320.com.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr.
Well done, Billy. Thanksgiving was late.
It was.
5 days away from telling Bama they didn't make the playoffs. I hope so. The addition of the cameras makes for fun banter.
Yeah.
For us. It's a moment of truth. I'm going to see if this heat stayed on. I've messed with it 4 or 5 times.
We're testing the theory. Well, we're up to 64.
Look at me go.
Man, keeps opening that door. He's letting all the heat out. Gonna heat the whole studio from that little heater. Oh, I thought he said it stayed on. I guess it hadn't. Find out momentarily. It's not warm out there.
The right way, nothing better. Call or stop by any of our locations to get started. Coffee County Bank, believe in better. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Looking for affordable, reliable auto repair? Look no further than Millie's Auto Repair in Manchester.
Still can't get it to stay on.
With oil
I know. So our heat is out at the station. We talked about this yesterday. And Shelton's was awesome. They got right over here. But the guy said something's going out, a control board. I'm sure it's expensive. And he said so it's not getting a signal to the flame, but I don't know. Beyond my comprehension. So he said, but there's a switch here you can flip. And, I went through this cycle 3 times and it got a signal and it stayed on. He said, so, it may shut back off, but you can do that and it'll probably stay on.
Yeah,
Took him 3 times.
Sometimes you do have to flip the switch a few times.
Yeah, and I've done it 6 times. And we're still not getting it to stay on today. So hope that
may
comes
not be in
fast.
the mood.
Now the heat didn't get fixed, Christy. It just got kind of like patched, and now it's off again. So we're just gonna have to struggle through.
I'm doing okay with the short sleeve shirt on.
Well, in here it's not. I mean, it's warming up. That heater keeps it warm in here, and it would have been nice and toasty if Tiffany had shut the door.
See, this was again.
Because I anticipated this yesterday
You
before.
were ready.
At 4:45, I swung by the station and I moved that heater in here and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna put the thermostat on this heater so because the heat was working at that time in the whole building." And I was like, "But if this heat goes off overnight, this room will be nice and warm in the morning for the morning show."
Mhm.
And she went on this rant about how 55 in the building's not that bad. I'll run in this weather, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And
Then you wanted to feel the elements.
I was like, "Listen, shut this door. That's all I need you to do. Just don't touch the heater. Don't touch your button. Shut the door."
Yeah, no.
Didn't do it.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah, the building is not that cold, Christy. I mean, it's 59 in the building, which is not. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not.
warmer than
You
the other
put
side.
a jacket
of
on with a space heater. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised. As old as this building is and drafty,
Right, I'm surprised how much air is not coming in. this window.
Yeah,
There's some static right there. I
It's-
probably brought it with me, but
it's an old building. I mean, it's built in 60 or somewhere around there, early 60s, and the insulation in here is fantastic.
it's held up well.
Like it doesn't. Like yesterday, it was when it was really cold out before. It got down to like 16 outside. It was 59 in here, and this morning it was 61. Holly said, "I got number 3." Top gifts to get your wife for Christmas: 1 sweeper, 2 fridge, 3 washer dryer, 4 cooking gear. Holly did get 3. Matter of fact,
Yeah, we have a dryer on the Christmas list.
I'm glad to see Holly's feeling better.
Ours
enough
keeps
to-
breaking.
What's on your list?
The dryer. We bought a washer a couple years ago. We have one of those Speed Queen washers. We need one of those dryers, I guess, because ours is getting
They're the
up.
best. They just, yeah, they are expensive.
Yes. We have 6 kids though, so we need one that works all the time.
It's a lot of children.
Yeah, it is.
Cliff said, "Don't get too close to that mic, Billy." That's right. Holly has licked it before.
Oh, I won't be licking it.
She has licked it. Thunder Radio Morning Show. Josh and Holly, except it's Billy and Josh today. That doesn't have the same ring
No,
to it.
doesn't sound as fun.
Josh and Holly doesn't necessarily rhyme or anything.
Yeah,
It's
no.
the morning show with Billy filling in for Holly. Holly will be back. She's fine. She's alive. She is on the. She's actually over on the Carmine Family Dental Camera chat room. You Do you remember chat rooms?
Yeah, it's 1998.
It's not a
so
chat.
like-
It's not a chat. AOL.
Yeah.
It's not a chat room. But it's the Facebook. She's over there chatting.
The
So
chat.
Y'all can
Yeah.
go chat with Holly. She's still around today. Let's get the Tuesday menu for Prater's out of the way. 11 to 2 o'clock. If you go over to Prater's Barbecue, it's about the best deal you're going to find on food anywhere. $9.99
Okay.
for a meat and two and your drink.
Under $10.
You can't go to Burger King and get a Whopper combo for that, can you?
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not. And the food is better, and you're supporting local business. So get on by there today from 11 until 2. They got smoked pulled pork, half a smoked chicken, fried catfish, chicken and dressing, white beans, turnip greens. They've got skillet corn, pasta salad, coleslaw, and side salad. All that is available today at Prater's for lunch, 11 until 2. And it's Tuesday, so that means, well, no, there won't be any sports trivia because Joe Pat is coaching basketball tonight. So
It's unavailable.
now they'll have bingo tomorrow. They got bingo Wednesday nights. It's always a big draw, bingo on Wednesdays.
Some friends who go every week.
Do you?
Mhm.
7 o'clock. And I think they got $100 grand prize. No
Oh.
cost to enter on that.
That's
So
pretty good.
get on down and check that out. All right. So you mentioned during the break that Jessica over on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cam says, Holly, Josh is a lot nicer when you're not the co-host.
Oh.
And that is true. Probably. I could pick at Holly a little more.
Yeah, I could probably handle it.
Yeah.
I'll just cry a little.
All right. So it's Christmas time.
Yes.
Last week we had family Thanksgivings and things, and
Mm-hmm.
Holly's family is all about funtivities. They like funtivities, and they want to do games, and you know, I was well on my way to my probably 11th or 12th straight year of not playing any of the games until I was forced to play, because they did a painting game where you have to paint your partner, like you sit across, and I guess it wasn't really a game. There's nobody won anything.
Oh, like a caricature thing?
well,
A
yeah.
word I can't say.
Yeah, caricature. I guess.
Unfortunate
Well, you
when
sit
this is
across from your spouse, and you're painting them, and they're painting you.
Okay.
And I'm not artistic, so I kind of got forced into this. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have a choice. Holly said, "Here's your canvas, and here are the colors, and you go paint." And I turned out some really good looking stuff. I'll try to put it up on the cameras here in a minute, but it got me to wondering what everybody else does, because at Christmas, I mean, one year you're holding a candy cane in your mouth, and you're using the candy cane to pull other candy canes out of a bowl and see who can get the most candy. Like all these crazy
Really?
games, just funtivities and things that I don't want to do. I'm forced to play, but well, not forced. I've got my way out of it pretty much every year, except for this year. But I was wondering, I mean, you've got a lot of kids.
We have
so
a
I
lot of
didn't-
kids.
6 you mentioned during the break.
Yeah, we have 6 of them. We host Thanksgiving every year. And my plan, as much as I love my family, some of whom are probably listening while driving their children around, I love them. I want them to come and eat, and I want them to go home.
Yeah.
Because I on holidays want to on Thanksgiving particularly, I want to watch football after we've done the food thing, and so I want you to be quiet and stop screaming. So the children can go outside and play, and that's great, and they will do that. But yeah, when all my family's there, it's, you know, I have 3 sisters and a couple of half sisters, or I guess I have 4 or 5 sisters. That's how many I think I have. I think that's what we're supposed to say. 5 sisters.
Yeah.
That live in the area, and so they all come, and then they bring their children, and only one of them has 2 children. Everybody else has more than 2 kids. So there's a lot of kids in my not so big house when they get there. And so I'm not organizing family fun time. I'm feeding them food.
But nobody
sending
else
them
like
out of the house.
like Jody doesn't do that. She's like, we're going to play games, and none of
No,
that happens.
I'm not even going to tell her this happened, because we're going to have to start doing that. We do so from December 1st to 25th, we do like an advent calendar. So we do games every day related to that. So
Okay.
every day there's a little game, there's candy involved, there's a story, there's stuff connected for that. During Thanksgiving, the month of November, we do a thankful for thing. So we do an activity connected to that. So we do little daily activities, but we don't do make our whole family
like the group stuff.
activity with us. And I'm going to really try hard to remember that, or to forget that you mentioned that a family would actually think to do all of these fun games, because then I'm going to have to be doing these fun games, because I'm sure that Pinterest or something will be talking to my wife's phone about it now, because my phone has heard about it now.
Yeah.
And so it will start,
It will start to
giving
show.
me,
Yeah.
I'm about to know.
I posted the picture of Holly over here, holding what I painted of her, which I guess Billy can't see it, but everybody
I
else
cannot see it.
can see. And I was proud of it when I was doing it. I was like, I'm doing good.
Did you originally share this on the? Has it been shared on your?
It's on Holly's private page.
Okay.
Her
So I
Facebook
think
page.
that I saw the work there, because
Oh.
we're Facebook friends. I think I saw your handiwork.
Yeah.
It
So
was impressive.
it was. I mean, I thought what she drew of me or painted of me was much better.
Yeah.
Much more flattering than what I did of
Yeah.
her. It was not good.
You didn't have Miss Cummins for
I-
art class in 6th grade,
No,
did you?
I was really doing good until I got around the eyes, and I really just lost it there. I didn't do very
Yeah.
well.
Were you just bored at that point, or you just didn't know what to do?
No, I was trying to do well.
You were
I
just
was,
staring, and then you accidentally scribbled on the wrong part of the page.
I was trying my best.
Painted.
So anyway, I mean, but they did, Holly's people, they do all kind of games. So one year you had a thing where you had to have one hand behind your back, and you take the other hand and you pull out tissues out of a box as fast as you can go, and you're racing against somebody else, and they're pulling out, and I'm like, we're just wasting the tissues, but you're
put them all
pulling them
back
out,
in there.
and but you can only do one at a time, and so we did that, and then one year you had to peel a potato with a knife as fast as you could go, which
Is that sponsored by a local doctor?
if you know me, that's not. I am one to knife myself in a hurry. I'm not allowed to open the Christmas presents.
I have scars on both thumbs.
Yeah, I can't. I've got a real bad one on this one where I used it's right here, where I used the box cutter, trying to score a piece of flooring, and just was pulling right at me like an idiot. And Holly was like, "Hey, don't do that." And I was like, "No, I'm fine." And I mean, within 10 seconds, just gashed my hand. I'm not good with. So one year, that's what we were doing. They gave us a knife and a potato, and you have to race against one person and peel the potato as fast as you can go.
I would lose.
Or you had like 30 seconds to peel as much as you could. I don't know. I don't remember the game, so I don't play these games. I don't.
So does this
I don't
happen
need
before
this.
or after a meal?
I don't even know. I don't even. I think it's after.
the lead up to the meal?
think it's
Or
after.
after. So I fed you a lot of food. Now I sit you down and tell you we're going to catch candy canes with a
Yeah.
candy cane in our mouth,
Yeah,
or peel a potato
they
while
walk-
you're falling asleep.
they walked around handing out candy canes for this game. As a couple years
Oh.
ago, and I ate mine. I didn't know what it was for, so they were walking around handing out candy canes, and I was
Tried
like,
to trick you.
"Great." And so then they looked, and everybody started yelling at me. I'd done had it, sharp enough to stab an eye, and
Is this at your in-laws' house, or
Yeah, it's
you're
my-
not hosting it?
no,
So-
it's my in-laws' house.
okay. So you can't get away necessarily.
Yeah.
You're in the.
Yeah,
They'll find
I'm
you.
stuck. I'm there. I can't go anywhere. But I have gotten over the years where they have just kind of accepted the fact that I'm not gonna.
Do
I'm
they
not gonna-
like?
I
Do they
don't wanna
shame
play-
you? Do they call you
They tried,
names?
and I don't care. They've
Yeah.
learned. It doesn't really bother.
They
me.
made up a reindeer name for you. That's
Yeah.
some sort of offensive party
It's
pooper one.
cringe. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not a very fun person to be around during the holidays. All right. So anyway, well, I just wondered, you with all
No.
those kids,
Mhm.
and that's kind of what I think. I'm like, it's Christmas, give them some presents, and
Yeah, and then let them go play with them.
and
We're
send them
not
to
very
another
good
room.
at that. I don't. Jody's very good at it. I'm not very good at it because I'm the same way. I'm tired. I mean, I get up 3 hours before everybody else in my house, and I'm tired. So by the time we get to
Not on Christmas Day,
All the
particularly.
stuff.
He's just tired.
by
all-
Christmas time, I'm tired then too.
Yeah,
So,
he's just always tired.
yeah.
It's kind of. I was like, why are you tired? I'm tired every day.
Yeah.
I'm tired every day, all the days, and I'm going to continue to be tired. All right, Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Billy Levingood, our guest co-host today. Holly, a little bit under the weather, but she'll be back hopefully in the next day or two. If not, Billy's doing a fine job. We'll just see this again. This is what I'm worried about. She's going to be like, Billy did a pretty good job. We'll just see if he wants to take my spot. I don't really, viewership is up today.
How often do you have to lick the microphone to be employed here?
Once a month.
Okay.
Yeah, once a month. And you also have to take a corn cob and eat it whole.
Okay, I can eat a corn cob. I have to eat the whole corn cob or just the corn off the cob?
No, you have to eat the corn cob. She did that at a function. The Sportsman. They had corn ribs. You know what corn ribs are?
I don't know what those are.
So yeah, I know it's a fancy word. So it's
Yeah, I don't.
You take a corn,
Okay.
corn cob,
Corn
and,
cob.
and you
Yes.
slice it. It was like sliced in fourths.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
like in half and then in half. So it was like
Oh.
she picked it up, and I knew what it was, but she kind of looked at it and then she just bit it off like a banana. And about 4 people saw her do it and were like, ah. And she was just chewing. She goes, I wasn't supposed to do that, was I? Yeah. And I don't know.
And her teeth didn't just like jump out of her mouth?
No,
It was
it-
okay?
I guess because it was only like 1/4 of a,
Okay.
she was able to get through it.
The teeth of a bear or something.
Well, I spent a lot of money on them teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
understand.
Dr. Carmine, family, dental, camera, perfect smile cams over here.
So
so-
taken care of.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what she did.
Okay,
And
well,
then
I've never done
She
that.
sat there and chewed on it like a horse for a while. She's
What-
like, I
what
don't know
do
what
you
to do with
do?
this corn cob. I can't.
Yeah.
I was like, just swallow it. And she's like, I can't.
Gosh. How big of a bite did she take?
It's
Could it
pretty
be
big.
swollen?
And I don't think swollen.
Yeah, I don't know what the past tense of swallow.
It's not swollen.
Swallowed.
It couldn't have been swollen. All right. We got more morning show coming at you. We're here until 8:30. We got games when we come back. Stupid silly stat coming at you. Chance to win some prizes this morning, so do not go anywhere. Morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle.
Looking for affordable, reliable auto repair? Look no further than Millie's Auto Repair in Manchester.
Need a quick oil change or a complete engine repair.
Yeah, she took that corn and just, and I was like, she's like, I didn't know. And I was like,
It's a way to do it.
it's a corn cob, honey. We don't eat it.
Not usually.
No. That's what we introduce her in the morning is the microphone licker and the corn cob eater
Yeah.
and the president-elect of the Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. I like to tell people she is they. You know, they get on Facebook and they're like, when are they going to build this? I'm like, Holly is they now.
Yeah.
She's running the chamber now.
Yes. Did Holly grow up in the country?
I'm
Surely she doesn't have what to do with corn cob.
Well, she's eaten the corn cob before. Well, she's not. I don't know if she's even supposed to with these new teeth of hers.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules
You
are.
have to cut the corn off the cob.
Yeah, I think she's supposed to cut it
So-
off.
That's what my wife does for the kids.
Yeah. I feel like the heat's still on, but I don't know.
We're up to 65 over here.
Nice.
Yeah, Dr. Carmene's taking good care of my family. I have one kid whose teeth are terrible, so we're always hauling him over there for something.
Gotcha.
He also helped coach his baseball team. So one day we're like, I know it's not work time, but like, what's going on inside that mouth?
Right.
Do we need to be worried about this?
When is they building another car wash? That's what we need around here. Another car wash.
Yes,
I don't know. They.
they.
I want to teach government.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that would work. Josh is a civics teacher. We'll let him teach economics too. That's it's called a dollar. If you go to work, you can have one of them.
Don't miss the Merry Manchester Ice Rink and create family memories to last a lifetime.
Merry Christmas from Steve Journey Realty. We hope your homes are filled with warmth and joy this season. If we can help you, don't hesitate to reach out.
I'm trying with the heat again out there.
Didn't work this time.
No. He probably told me to do it, but it doesn't even work. He's like, yeah, just go push that.
Hit that button. It's
It
some
doesn't-
sort of experiment for you.
Yeah.
It's just testing
He's-
your mental
he's like-
fortitude.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like-
will he give up? It just happened to accidentally work
Mhm.
one time yesterday.
Well, then that's like, he's like, I got to order this part. I'm like, okay. But then I've not heard anything back. Like a timeline for this part. It's like the coldest week of the year.
Yes, that's how it works.
So families can come together in a spirit of tender regard and emotional support for one another. Central Funeral Home, 100% family owned and operated. Robert E. Schroeder, age 95 in Manchester, passed away Saturday, November 30th. The family will receive prayers from 4 to 7 p.m. on Wednesday, December 4th, and from 12 to 1 p.m. Thursday, December 5th, at Manchester Funeral Home. The funeral service will be held in the chapel.
Holly is watching the shows. That's good.
That's it. She's up. She's not too tired.
Well, I think she's been up since about midnight.
That's so she may be too tired.
Yeah. She's been up for a while.
Could that be delirious Holly messaging
Yeah.
in the comments?
I'm just proud that I was able to convince her to not do the show. Because usually she's like, no, I can do it. I could do it. And then the next morning she's like, oh, I can't
She'd be
do
laying
it.
on the
I know.
table drooling.
Well, then she's like, I don't think I can. Even though I knew the day before at noon, probably not a good idea.
Right.
So at least I was able to convince her to take that. Just take the day off.
And you don't want to say I told you so. Like in
Better
that
yet.
moment. Yeah. It's like telling her to calm down when she's mad. It's
Yeah, just calm down.
You can
It
do
always
it.
works with women.
every time.
Just calm down.
I've gotten to where I start asking my wife, are you having an emotional conversation with me right now, or do you want a solution? If you just want to tell me something and you don't want a solution, just let me know up front, because I'm thinking about a way to fix this for you. But if you just want an emotion for a minute, you want to feel, go ahead and feel, and I'll just sit here and listen.
Yeah.
But if you want to fix it, let me know when it's time for that.
I'm not good at listening. I'm always trying to find solutions to the problems. And apparently, women a lot of times they don't necessarily
They
want
just don't
that.
feel it.
Yeah.
So I finally have. It's taken 20 years, but I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, we're just feeling right now.
Stupid, silly stat time. I was just kidding. A calm down never works.
You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Except it's not Holly. It's Josh and Billy today on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Billy, welcome in. Thanks for spending time with us.
Yeah,
today.
thanks. That's
And
one
filling
of,
in.
one of my favorite 90s, late 90s, early 2000 Christian rappers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know.
That's Grits.
How about
That's
that?
the group.
Well, I didn't.
The band. They're Nashville based.
I didn't.
I don't know if they
intentionally-
still actually make music, but they're it's interesting stuff.
We were talking about how to handle women during the break on the cameras, and some advice for you guys. Always just tell them to calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down works.
Yeah, as they start to get upset, just say, just now, honey, just calm down. Just calm down. No reason to be upset.
Jessica says, "Calm down" is the biggest trigger phrase in the universe.
It does seem to do the opposite.
Philip says, "You're overreacting" works pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Don't you think
Yeah.
you're overreacting? Which
Yeah.
is, it's hard for me as a guy to not use that, because often I feel like they're overreacting.
Right.
I'm
Well,
like,
I'm not
you're
usually.
overreacting, so
Yeah.
stop it.
I'm not often reacting,
Yeah.
so it's problematic for me because I'm like, oh, she said, why aren't you mad? I'm like, I guess I am. Like, I guess. I didn't know.
Just tell me what I am right now,
Yeah.
please.
So I've started saying like, hey, are we feeling right now, or are we fixing? Like, what are you into? Right. Either one's fine. Just let me know so I know what I need to do. What's my responsibility in this conversation right now? If you're just feeling, I'll feel with you, honey. What do you want to feel?
Josh Taylor says, "I like the phrase from Yellowstone. Quote, put the crazy away for a moment."
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Try that one.
Yeah, I don't think I'll try that one.
Follow us for more relationship advice.
Yeah,
Here on the
yeah.
morning show.
Do you have a divorce attorney who sponsors this thing?
Yeah,
You got one of those?
Harris Law Firm is on here quite a bit. He's got some funny commercials. So
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
that's where our advice might get you.
yeah, I didn't say it was. There's a disclaimer around here somewhere in there. It's like, yeah.
This program does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it
Well,
is.
let's cut that part out.
Yeah.
So you cannot hold us responsible because there's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Let's play games. It is a time for everybody's favorite morning show game, the Stupid Silly Stat.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. So all that snow on the ground out there, you might need some snow tires. Make sure you got some good grip on the road. Well, and also all your other basic things, like make sure your alignments are ready to go. You're going to be hitting the road for Christmas soon, right? You're going to be making those road trips. Alignments, custom exhaust, tires. Take care of your basic repairs as well.
Brakes are real good too. I
brakes.
just put brakes on my car last week, so
Yeah,
that was before we went out to have for
Well, I think
Thanksgiving.
it's one of the most important parts, actually, in the vehicle.
Real important.
So Freedom Automotive, get by and see them at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. That's right in front of College Street Elementary School. They're open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday for your convenience, and they are locally owned and operated. So get on by and see them at Freedom Automotive. All right. Oh, I had the stat pulled up, and then I got. Well, this is Holly. She usually does this.
She's in charge of this. Okay, I didn't know what responsibility I might have.
I
So
have no
am
responsibilities for you except to
Okay.
just help get me through the day. I
I'm
didn't
here.
want to put too much on you. So you just there you go. Just ring the bell. All right. This is the top gift boys want for Christmas this year. This is the top gift that boys want for Christmas this year. What is it? 728-1320 or 728-3526. Either of those numbers will get you through on the Bill Loma Connect hotlines. Although I need Billy to talk for a minute.
The
'cause
top
I got to
gift-
do some work
the
over here.
top gift that boys want this year. That's the stat. Okay, I'm really interested to see what people come up with. I have 4 boys, so I feel like I should know the answer to this. Do we have an age range for this?
It doesn't give an age range. I was about
Okay,
to
so
say
just
that.
boys.
It's just boys. Mhm.
The boys in somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe America.
Morning
not.
show.
According to my 7th and 8th graders, it's something called V-Bucks.
V Bucks. Like a deer?
V like violin, V-Bucks. I think it's something to do with gaming.
Okay.
Yes,
the
that's-
V-Bucks. Okay.
That's true.
V-Bucks.
I think
Gotcha.
that's-
Not it though. Good try. V-Bucks. Okay. This is probably. I'm gonna say it's. I'm gonna guess and say it's a little bit under maybe 6th or 7th grade. Morning show.
VR headset.
A VR headset is a good guess. Those are fun. That's not it though. You got a VR, Billy? You played that?
No.
Those are quite.
I mean, I have
addictive.
one. I just never turned it on. Never even turned it on.
Morning show.
Money.
Money. That's what I want. That's what
Yeah.
this boy wants for Christmas. Not it though. Virtual bucks is what Dr. Carmine says that is. V-Bucks. Virtual. So V-Bucks.
You think with the 4 children that I have and the
Like cryptocurrency?
the internets they play with, that I would know the answer. Know what that is.
This is the top gift boys want for Christmas this year. We've had V-Bucks and money. And what else do we have?
Money.
Something else. I didn't write it down.
VR headset.
VR. That's right. VR.
Yeah.
None of that is right. 728.
Is this stat from this year?
Yeah.
Do you know? Okay, so it's not like
No,
in
it's not old.
1987. This
No.
is what people want.
This is a 2024 stat.
a radio flyer wagon.
Morning show.
A dribble up basketball.
A basketball, a dribble at basketball. I think I've seen those. Like it's like a virtual thing. Not it.
No, I don't know what that is either.
AR-15 with a thermal scope.
Okay.
Is the guess we have over here from Dr. Carmine. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not it. Morning show.
A gun.
A gun. Good guess, but no.
Yeah, I don't.
What's the Red Rider?
Yeah. 2nd graders like hit me up.
BB guns.
Yeah.
Did-
For a long time, that was the only people. Let's just stop talking to me. That was the only gun I'd ever shot, and I could tell you a really funny story, and that would probably embarrass me a lot. But my wife loves to tell it.
Morning show.
2-year-old says Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. Great guess there, but not it. Play-Doh. Were you the kind of person that kept your Play-Doh in the separate containers, or did you just mix it all together?
It was all separate. I don't even let my food touch, so
Okay.
it was definitely all separate.
I don't let my food touch either. 728-1320. This is the top gift that boys want for Christmas this year. And if you call in and get the right answer, you're going to be able to win a Thunder Radio shirt. So it's like a bonus gift
That's
for
pretty good.
somebody.
Yeah,
out there. I mean, and bragging rights for Christmas.
That's pretty good.
But look, we've only got this week, next week, and then the following week, and then we're done with the morning show for the year. We'll be wrapping up our 5th year, and then we'll take off a couple weeks for the break. Morning show.
Remote control cars.
Remote control cars. Great guess, but not in. Morning show.
Legos.
Did you say Legos?
Yes.
That's the right answer. Legos is 100% the top toy that boys want this year. Who are we talking to?
Yes, and we.
Garrison Reed. All right, Garrison, well done. Do you like Legos? You a Lego person?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. Well, I used to be kind of a Lego person too. Good job. Come on by and get you a shirt. Thanks, Garrison.
Look.
Legos.
I step on them.
Yeah, I used to like basic, but I wasn't. I got very irritated. I used to have the big Legos when I was like the big old Lego blocks. I didn't like the little ones as much. But I got irritated when I built a square, and I look over here and these other people are building castles.
Yeah,
and I'm like, how did you do that? How did you build that? Like I made a car.
Fire breathing dragons that breathe fire.
Yeah, like I don't.
My kids are really good.
Mine
at
is
them.
very block shaped. Like it's just
I am
theirs
not.
looks very good.
They let me come play with them. I'm like, cool, and I build the square house.
Legos and Lincoln Logs. I like those.
Lincoln Logs are a lot of fun.
I can, but again, I could build like basic square house, and then look over here, and we built a cabin that you would see in Gatlinburg. Somebody else can build, and I can't do. I just am not artistic.
Well, our Lincoln Logs came with like a little book with ideas for how to build things. So I could build things if someone gave me a picture of what to build. I could reproduce that.
I could reproduce it if it had step-by-step instructions.
That
I
would
can't
do it
look
for you.
at it and be like, okay, I can do that. I would still not get it right. I'm not a construction specialist.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination at all. So, yeah, Legos, the top toy for kids this year.
There's so many
Those
options.
are timeless.
Yeah. And you can
Legos.
get sets. You can just buy a box. 5,000 Legos in a box. You can have them shipped to your house.
There was I was looking that up. That like
I mean,
you can get like like people have built like huge replicas with Legos.
Yeah.
Like on display, like life-size replicas.
Yeah.
And I just don't know who's got the time for that.
I do not have the time for that.
Oh, Storehouse was saying on a side note, it is Giving Tuesday, so you can give someone some Legos who can't afford them.
Yes.
We used to have a lot of Legos around. It was, and I was always one of the most, I want to say, deflating feelings when we would go pick up the boy one's room for him, and then 15 seconds later, you heard,
oh yeah,
he had dumped those Legos on the floor, and then walked off.
So we have a Lego table now, and so we have trays underneath our table that have Lego guts in them, and you just take out the guts you want to build with, and there's stations you can build. You want to build on the blue side or the red side or whatever you want to build on them, and you just build whatever you want right there. And that doesn't stop them from putting Legos all around the house, but we have a baby, well, less than 2. And so now we're able to try to say, hey, listen, the little baby will eat your Legos.
That's
so
not good
we
for the
have
baby.
to keep the Legos put away. And that's helped some, but it still doesn't keep me from stepping on Legos weekly, at least. And my favorite is when I walk up or down the stairs with the light off in the morning, because my office is upstairs and I have to go up there sometimes. And the children will leave Legos on the stairs. I'm like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit my head.
Yeah, break your neck.
Yeah, and the mom's going to get a lot of life insurance. You're not, your mom's maybe really going to enjoy it, but dad's not. So you got to be careful.
I'm looking at top toys for 8 to 11-year-olds through Walmart.
Okay, what are they saying? Anything helpful?
A PS or this is an Xbox.
Okay.
It's $500. I don't know. And then we've got, it's all electronics.
Oh, yeah, because kids don't
it's a
play outside
Nintendo
anymore.
Switch. Some other Nintendo Switch.
Yesterday, my
piece.
4 boys got in trouble, and so Jody banished them from screens. And they had to draw. They had to go outside and play. It was remarkable. They were like, "Dad, can I please watch Monday Night Football, please?" I'm like, "Mom said no." I'll watch it on my phone, kids. Good night.
Minecraft toys.
Oh yeah, Minecraft kids like that.
I never got into that much.
I can't. I tried to kill someone with mutton once. I was just swinging mutton at him. I thought it was a weapon, but it was actually just uncooked.
I don't know anything about any of that.
Goat or sheep or something, lamb or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, way down in here, and there's a bicycle. So
yeah, can't ride those outside anymore.
Yeah, there's not a lot of. Although to be fair, I mean, we do. Holly and I've talked about this a bunch. We say that kids don't play outside as much, and they don't. But I'm also like, I used to go outside and would get on my bike and ride around the block. Around the block in my house is 3 miles.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no block. I could make a circle out in the country and make my way back.
I once rode my bicycle from behind Coffee County Bank, so on High Street, all the way to where like Tractor Supply is, to that Walmart, when Walmart was there.
Yeah.
With my cousin, we rode our bicycles all the way there.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't tell my dad I was doing that. So when I got to Walmart, my dad was there. He was really, really angry. He was not so angry that I got a ride back. I had to ride my bicycle back across town.
Nice.
And then he picked me up. There was a lot of colorful language to describe his feelings. He was feeling, but he wasn't as much action oriented until he did get to me, where he took my bicycle from me for many months.
Yeah.
I was not allowed to go to my cousin's to ride bikes.
No, we had permission to ride the bikes, but I mean, we lived out in the country. There was no riding through town. I mean, we just, you wouldn't see a whole lot of cars. Now we live on the same road that I grew up on, and I would not let our kids do that now. And they are 19 and 18.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're not riding the bike around the block. You're crazy. You're going to get killed.
Right.
So we don't.
Yeah. We parent differently.
We parent a little differently, because I'm like, I should not have been allowed to do that. I could have just been killed.
Right.
But apparently I wasn't. Grew up fine and all, but
yeah, it worked out okay.
Yeah, I don't let the kids do that.
No, we have about 2 acres behind our house. We let them play there all they want.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But they don't ride on they can ride their bicycle on part of our road.
Yeah.
But not, and we live in a cul-de-sac. I mean, it's the whole, if you drove to the end and did a whole loop, it's 0.6 of a mile. So it's not that far.
Not very, yeah.
But we're still like, you can go to this guy's house and you can go down to the cul-de-sac and back, but you can't go that close to the road.
Yeah, understand. All right. Well, we've knocked out favorite toys. Legos is the top toy for kids. We got Name That Tune when we come back, which I believe is a Christmas song. I was told it was already in here.
Oh,
I believe it's
you don't know this?
Yeah, and I believe it's in reverse. So Holly, she's going above and beyond here. So
because she knew she wasn't going to be here, she's like,
Yeah.
I'll get them.
yeah, so it's a Christmas song, and it's in. Well, she said all the Christmas songs are too easy to spot, so we're gonna do Christmas music for Name That Tune for the next couple of weeks,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be in reverse. So best of
Okay.
luck to everybody figuring that out when we come back. A quick temperature check outside the Thunder Studios. It is 25 degrees, headed for a high of 36 today. So not a lot.
Scorcher.
Yeah, the clouds will clear out. We'll see some sun later on. And yes, kids, you have school today, so y'all get on in. 20 degrees overnight tonight, mostly clear. Weather forecast brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Perfect place for your Christmas shopping. Maybe you don't know exactly what to buy someone in terms of clothing. I get it. They got gift cards down there at 205 South Woodland Street. Holly tells me it is not reversed today. So
straightforward.
She said yesterday we were going to do it like that. And then
And she lied.
And then she did
It's
that.
not
to me.
here.
It's
Not here to own it.
It's not reversed today. So Christmas music coming up. Name that tune. So there's your hint. It's going to be a Christmas song, but it's not in reverse. News break. Be back in a minute on the morning show.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio.
I miss when the Walmart was down there at the Tractor Supply. Man, it was such a better place when you had a Walmart right there and then Red Foods.
Yeah.
And then before it was Bilo.
The ones got lost in Red Foods.
I don't know. And then they had the Walmart had the little things you could ride out front, like the little 20, put in a quarter and ride the
Ride
thing.
the horse or the carousel.
I know.
Yeah.
I just miss Walmart being
Good
there.
days.
I like the smaller Walmart.
Yeah.
Now I can't get through there without running past 16 different people with free cats, dogs, and
Yeah. Now I
cardboard
make
signs.
I pay extra money for them to bring it to my house, so I don't have to go in there.
Do you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You do the delivery?
Mm-hmm. Every time.
You have to teach me how that works. I'll be right back.
Every time. Why would I go there when they will bring it to my front porch? And when I have 6 kids, a lot cheaper. Tipping the driver to bring it to me, still cheaper than taking my kids to the store.
Prepared students for post-secondary success and supported English learners acquiring language skills. Schools are recognized as a reward school when they demonstrate high levels of performance and/or improvement in performance by meeting objectives across performance.
I've never done that.
Oh, so I'm convinced that it's a lot cheaper.
See, we do the click list, sometimes. We get a lot of our groceries at Spring Street, but then sometimes we click list at Food Lion or Walmart. So I pull up and they bring us more groceries. But I've never done the delivery. We live out.
Right.
And we live, it takes about probably 20 minutes to get there from our house.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
To make it worth it to us. So we live not that far. I think we're within 2 miles.
Yeah. And they bring it.
They bring it right to the door. Yesterday.
Walmart brings it or?
Walmart. However they do that. I
Yeah.
do it in the app. I order it. But
DoorDash.
yeah, whoever they get to bring it to me. But we ordered a mug. My wife wanted to get my daughter a Gilmore Girls mug because they're watching Gilmore Girls right now. Ugh, that is the worst acting on the planet. The worst acting I've ever seen in my life. But
It's quality stuff.
yeah, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. Just monotone nonsense. Well, come
Yeah.
on, just try. But they brought the groceries Sunday afternoon, sat them down, and we heard. Then we got a text message. Broke your mug. Just let Walmart know. They'll fix it.
Nice.
So then Jody had to go back to Walmart to exchange the mug that the guy just dropped on the sidewalk.
Nice. Dropped your mug.
He
Sorry.
did send a text. Broke your mug. Walmart will fix it.
They contract it out and stuff. Yes. They don't have people out there actually doing it. But
Yes, but I think not taking my kids to the store and not going down the clearance aisle, I save money by having them
Yeah.
bring the groceries to my
I
house.
forget what it's like having little kids going down the
Yeah,
going grocery. I've not gone
Every-
grocery shopping or to the store with a little kid in a long time.
yeah, it's painful. Can I please? What
Yeah.
do you? And like once one starts, they're just like, can I have one of those? What about that? Can I? Oh, you said yes to him. Can I have one of those?
Yeah.
So I just say no to everybody.
Yeah. You just got to walk in there with a very mission oriented.
Yeah, and my
Ignore them. Just ignore them.
yeah, my mission orientation in the grocery store and my wife's mission orientation in the grocery store are 2 different things.
Two different. Yeah.
Because we need to walk up and down every aisle.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we don't. Nope, we don't. We don't need to do that. Only bad things are going to happen. We're going to buy stuff we don't need when we walk up and down every aisle.
brought to you by your hometown grocery store, Spring Street Market. The place to go
So,
for the best meats in
yeah,
town.
we-
Spring Street Market.
we've made some memories at the grocery
and
store.
Poppy Street in Manchester.
No, I'm thankful that Holly handles most of the grocery shopping.
Yeah.
But she does a lot of the click list. Sometimes I'll pick it up. I feel like I've done something.
Mhm.
I pull in, I call the number, and they bring it to my car.
Yeah, I sometimes will contribute to the meal list. What do you want to eat this week? I don't care.
I don't. Yeah, that's how I am.
I'm going to say the same crap I said last time.
Yeah, I said just get the same thing. She's like, well, if you don't tell me, I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm pretty easy.
Yeah.
To shop for.
I'm like, want hamburgers again this week? No, I'm tired of eating hamburgers. Well, stop
See,
asking me what I want
I
to
can
eat.
eat grilled chicken every day.
Mhm.
Grilled chicken and some green beans, maybe some asparagus. I
I
eat
love
that
asparagus.
every day. And Holly, I could have that every single day, or peanut butter and jelly. It doesn't matter. And then Holly can't eat the same thing 2 days in a row.
When you make peanut butter and jelly, do you put peanut butter on one side and jelly on the other, or do you put peanut butter and jelly on the same piece of bread?
Separate pieces of bread.
My mother-in-law puts peanut butter and jelly on the same piece of bread.
That's some psychopathic
Yeah,
stuff.
I was
He
like, you
should've-
cannot
he
never make a
should-
peanut butter
He
sandwich.
should have
for me
ran.
again.
I don't think she may be the only person that I know that's done that. Are you
I
serious?
didn't know. I was like, you can't do that. That's not how this works.
Oh, no, I've never heard of anyone doing that.
No. They're two pieces of bread for a reason.
Yeah.
You could just fold it in half if you were going to make one of those. Like half a sandwich.
Yeah, I've done that before, but I feel like it's
Yeah.
not
I
enough.
was like, no, you can't do that.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Josh and Billy getting you through on your ride into work, right home from work for you night shift warriors, on your way to school, because yes, kid, there is school today.
All day.
Oops, sorry, I didn't have your mic on.
There you go.
I
All
did that
day.
to Holly, and she gets mad at me. So don't yell. I just forgot.
I won't yell.
Yeah, all day. Now, Cannon County and Grundy County do have a 2-hour delay today for anybody who
It's
goes to those systems.
treacherous mountain roads.
Yeah, it's a little different. But anyway, Holly's a little under the weather for those who are concerned about her well-being, and so many people are by the people that have asked about her.
It's unfortunate. She's probably going to be fine.
Dr. Cumming wants to know if we could do a segment on the local window stickers that we see every day driving to work. I've seen some interesting ones, like bumper stickers, window stickers.
Oh, yeah. On cars. Yeah.
Yeah, on cars. There's some interesting ones there. We got games to play. We're going to play Name That Tune in a minute. But first, Billy was telling me during the break something that caught my attention. We were talking about grocery shopping. And he was saying he does, he has the grocery store bring it to his house because he's bougie like that. And
Yeah. No, it's a cost saving measure for us.
Yeah.
It's cost saving.
And whatever works. But I've never done that, which that does sound intriguing to me because I like to leave the house as little as possible.
Yes. What happens when you live in the city limits?
But then he was saying, the wives, and they get upset about, what to get. They ask, well, what do you want? I'm like, the same thing you got last time. It's fine. I'm very easy to please. And I was telling Billy I can have a grilled chicken and asparagus every day, and I'm fine. Or peanut butter and jelly every day. And he was telling me that he knows someone that puts the peanut butter and the jelly on the same piece of bread, and it shocked my life.
Yes.
I've never heard of anyone
It's-
doing that, and it's the most psychopathic thing I've heard in a while.
Yeah. Well, like you're wasting a piece of bread. Like
Yeah.
what is, I don't
Yeah.
know why you do, but yes, my mother-in-law does that. She puts the peanut butter and the jelly on the same piece of bread because I had to tell her, I'm sorry, I would
I'm not
just
eating that.
prefer that you not make me a sandwich.
Yeah, just don't.
I don't want to be rude or disrespectful, and I'm really thankful for your willingness to feed me. But
Well, I'll make
if
my
that's
own.
if that's what you're going to do, I'll do it myself.
That's
So when we were up we made a quick trip up for Thanksgiving on Friday, we were there. She said, you can make your own sandwich.
Nice.
And I did. Slathered a ton of peanut butter, a ton of jelly.
Yeah.
And boom.
One on each side.
But she reminded me of how much I disrespected her ability to make a peanut butter
I don't
jelly
know that
sandwich.
I've heard of anyone doing that.
It's a freakish thing to do.
I'm sure there's people out there that do. There's people out there that do weird things with their food. We did that one time. It was a segment years ago about the weirdest food combinations, and it was. I mean, people eat Cheetos and milk.
Ooh.
I mean, just the weirdest things. But I've never heard of anyone do. Again, I'm sure
well,
somebody does it.
We grew up during the Depression, so we had to put peanut butter and jelly on the same side of the bread. Nope, it doesn't. That doesn't make sense.
Doesn't-
Some does, but that doesn't make sense.
Dr. Carmine said that's anti-American. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It's probably bad for your dental health.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't, Do you use peanut butter with nuts or
Oh, either's
creamy?
fine. Creamy or crunchy.
Yeah,
either one's
either,
fine. I like them both.
Yeah.
I grew up with only grape jelly. That's all my dad would buy. But my wife likes strawberry. So I will now eat grape or strawberry, but I still prefer grape. Don't bring the peach stuff at me because I don't need the peach stuff. You can have that.
Dr. Carmine says my wife likes mayonnaise on grilled cheese.
Okay.
That's grounds for calling up Matt Harris, I guess.
Yeah,
Harris Law Firm. I don't like mayonnaise on anything. So
no, I like
don't do
mayonnaise on lots of things, but
Uh,
not my grilled cheese sandwich. I might try it now, though. I usually put butter on my grilled cheese sandwich when I put my grilled cheese on the griddle.
I
Butter
don't
on that
even
side.
like grilled cheese. All right, we've got to name that tune. Get your phones ready, 728-1320 or 728-3526. Chance to win more prizes. I've got some Black Rifle coffee for whoever can call in and name this tune today. 728-1320. I want the name. I don't necessarily need the artist because there's a bunch of different people do the songs. Christmas song today. You can also give me the artist if you like. Do you know that?
I'm married to a music major. I should know that.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have a guess, but I don't.
Well, people aren't even playing this game over on the cameras. We got a whole food conversation over there.
We've sent them off a rabbit hole. They're not coming
Barbecue chips on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nope.
Mayonnaise and pickles on grilled cheese.
Oh, have you ever had
whole different thing?
Have you ever had a peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and jelly on a bacon cheeseburger?
No.
No, that's real good.
I've
had that once.
Morning show.
Is it? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Bing Crosby.
Not it. Good try, but not it. Morning show.
Is it Rudolph?
No, not it.
I was going to guess that. Not that one.
Not it. I can hear that because you might. And do you recall? I can hear why he went there. But that's not it. Let's go 2 seconds. There you go. That gives you a little bit more there. Holly said, I didn't reverse it because it sounds the same both ways. Very good. 728-1320. I'm still looking for the right answer. If you get the right answer, I'll hook you up with some Black Rifle coffee and you'll get bragging rights for the day. Wrong answers get to call back and try again later. Morning show.
Hey, it's Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Hey, I think it's a Michael Bublé. Have yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Oh, so no, that's not it. Good try.
Okay, thanks.
Good try. Call back and try again, Katie.
That was the song I thought it was. That's what I thought it was.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. It's one of my favorites, actually, I think.
And mistletoe.
Now, granted, Holly has been known to put the wrong name in here.
So it could
that's
be the
happened
wrong
before. Yeah, like there's times where somebody called in with the right answer, and I'm like, nope, that's not right.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
try again.
But it was. But no, it wasn't.
I call back, be like, you're wrong. I don't know. Here it is.
I liked the energy that Katie brought with that.
Yeah, it was enthusiastic.
And the willingness to call in and try.
And mistletoe.
Morning show.
Have you had any guesses yet?
I've had guesses, but I haven't had the right guesses.
Okay, is it "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" by Frank Sinatra?
It's a good attempt there.
I still think it's that.
That's not it. Good try. I'm confident that it's not because I've had other people that have guessed it right
on the
internet and on my text line. Yeah. Morning show.
Is it "I'll Be Home for Christmas"?
Yes, there it is. It's "I'll Be Home for Christmas," not "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." A completely different song. What's your name?
Hey, this is Philip Chesser.
Good job, Philip. Well done, buddy. I got you some Black Rifle coffee up here, okay?
Sounds great. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. "I'll Be Home for Christmas" is the right
I'll be home.
They all sound the same.
Yes.
That's the problem here.
That's true.
That one kind of puts me to sleep.
Uh,
You can count on me.
Yeah,
Put
my
you to
wife
sleep.
loves Christmas music. She wants to listen to it year round.
You don't?
I don't love Christmas music. Even at church, I'm like, we just sing two per day for 4 weeks and be done. How many Christmas carols do we have to sing? They're all hard to sing. You know, it's all difficult. But I'm not a Grinch. I'm perfectly happy with Christmassy things.
I don't. I like the Christmas songs. I like my trap music mixes though. I like to mix them up. I don't like the OGs.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate Mariah Carey. Her music.
Yes.
I mean, her as a person, I don't know her, but
you don't know her enough to know to have an opinion either way.
No, and it's the season of loving and stuff. Giving.
Yeah,
That's probably
yeah.
should be hating people, but I don't like her Christmas music. And that one song of hers that is played over
Yeah.
and over. What is it?
I know exactly the one you're talking about, but I don't remember.
I blocked it out.
Yeah. I find it best not to think about it.
Uh-huh. Where is it?
It's because
I've got a whole Mariah Carey album here.
Yeah.
All I Want for Christmas
All
Is
I
You.
want. Oh yeah.
And
That's
so
it.
I read last year that she makes $2 million in residuals a year on that song. $2 million in residuals on that song a year.
That song, and it's not. I mean,
particularly good.
It's not particularly
No,
good.
it's
And the older she gets, the less good it gets when she does it live.
Well,
if she's even coherent enough to make it one live all the way through the song. It's been difficult.
Yeah, I've got a whole album here. I'm waiting on Wallen to drop a Christmas album. I've not seen one yet.
He hasn't produced.
I've
one
not
yet.
seen one, no. But I will listen to that.
Okay.
I'll listen to him sing the alphabet to me.
So you do have. You're willing to listen to some Christmas music.
I'll listen to that. I'm sure that it would be
What
good.
if it's all
I like some
old
Elvis
traditional
Christmas
style?
music? I think he would put his own spin on it.
Okay,
for sure. But yeah, I'll be home for Christmas. I think that's one of my. I don't like that version. It's a little.
I don't like them slow.
That's a little too slow for me. All right, we've got more morning show. I want to tell everybody about Common John Brewing Company first. Today's Tuesday, so that means they are closed, but they'll be back open Wednesday. Of course, they got trivia this Saturday at 6:00 with Coach Joe Pat Cope, so be sure to check that out. I really want to push their gift cards and things like that. So everybody's looking for local Christmas ideas, and I think people get mental blocks when it comes to shopping local. They just kind of like, I don't know. And they go get a restaurant gift card for somewhere that's not even here. Like, I'm like, why do you do that? You got local places that do gift cards. Maybe you don't, maybe you know somebody who likes their merchandise or their food and they're not even a beer drinker. That's fine.
Their flatbread pizza.
That flatbread pizza is good.
Too good.
I like it. They got hot dogs down there that are really good. All beef hot dogs down there that are really good. And their merch. I wear a Common John hat almost every day. I just like the way they fit. I like the way they look. And you can get some gift cards down there or get some merch for somebody. And of course, you can try out their great selection of locally brewed craft beers. 210 Woodbury Highway, online at commonjohnbc.com. Are you familiar with the Two Reels and a Fake game?
Yes.
Okay, well, you get to play.
Oh, dear.
You get to play. And you get to play, and Holly wrote the lyrics this week.
Even
so
better.
She felt bad about not being here. So she's like, I'll write the Two Reels and a Fake lyrics. So she's going to do some work.
Okay.
Today. So we'll see how she did. Two Reels and a Fake coming up next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
This is Matt Harris at the Harris Law Firm here in Manchester, defending your rights and ready to fight.
So here goes Holly. The Bill and Jay Morning Show is a big success. Love it. Can't get enough. I'm also resigning. See, I knew that would happen.
I've never told her how much I hate being called Bill.
She hates it. Not a fan.
No, both of my grandparents were Bill.
Yeah.
They're both of my granddads. My grandmother was not a Bill. But both my mother and fathers were Bills.
Bills?
No, I'm not old enough to be a Bill yet. But I have another friend who always goes by Bill, and his position is anyone that he sleeps with can be Bill. Can call him Billy. Other than that, everyone else call him Bill. So I always call him Bill.
What are we up to here? 66.
66.
I feel like it slowed down. Well, probably because it's set on like 66.
It does have a nice. I feel like I'm in the living room here.
Dude, don't you? It's nice and cozy.
Yeah. Josh takes good care of us around here. Real good care of us. Or one of you at my doorbell.
Bring your entire family to Mary Manchester Ice Rink for magical holiday cheer. Join us December 2nd to the 22nd.
Oh no, it's one of my kids outside with no shoes on. It's not good. It's literally outside with no shoes on. Look at him. How nonsensical. He's my kid though. Just looking around out there.
With Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment that only takes 30 minutes.
Can only do so much.
Stimulate and build your muscles
We're trying to fix the heat. Still not working.
All right, doorbell alert just went off because one of my children is outside with no shoes on.
Nice. Just wandering around.
Going to see what's going on with snow out there.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Shannon has a new name for the show. Start your morning with B and J. You have to be careful with that one.
Yes.
We have very inappropriate listeners.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we can't do.
That car's not going 15.
No. I don't think we couldn't get PB and J out because your last name goes with the J, so we can't organize that either.
Wouldn't work.
Mm-mm. No.
I hate to inform Holly, but if anybody's leaving the show, it's me. It ain't her. It's me. We're wrapping up year 5. We start year 6 in January.
That's pretty good.
Longer than I thought we would do it.
Yeah. Well,
sure.
The people love it.
Apparently, the people, they demand more of it. It's like shocking that we have a decent reputation.
Yeah. It's a tough word around here.
Mm-hmm.
One of my children on their Spotify account listens to the morning show.
Nice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they always get nervous when they see Holly in town.
Oh, do they?
That's Holly. I'm like, it's okay. She's a normal person. I'll just be like, she actually eats quarter corn cob.
She eats corn, yeah. Well, you hang around her for a minute. Yeah.
She eats her corn cob just like the rest of us.
But not really.
At Remax Specialty. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Manchester's only live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
We're proud to be from God.
Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30 today. Josh and Billy getting you through. Holly is out today. That's all right. She'll be back soon. We got 2 reels and a fake coming up in just a minute. Also birthdays later on. Call those in. It's 728-1320. But first, I want to tell you about my friends at Dirtworks. They can take care of all your excavation needs. Now's the time to get that done because, believe it or not, I know it's cold and it's almost Christmas time and you're not thinking about spring and summer, but 2-3 months away from the rainy season. It gets into February, March, and it won't stop raining. So now is a perfect time to get that excavation work done at your house, at your property, at your business. Call Dirtworks today. They can do any of that. They can install drainage systems, driveways, land clearing. Give them a call at 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782. 931-409-0782 and online at dirtworksforyou.com. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for 2 reels.
Country music is garbage.
Fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got to my thing, you're a redneck, but I'm rednecker than you.
And if you don't hate it, you will in a moment.
Kind of like that you ain't afraid to get mud on your
It's time for 2 reels and a fake.
Walker Hayes lives in the Tullahoma area. I'm hoping he hears this one day and just calls into play.
That would be great.
I would use his lyrics against him.
Yeah. Do you think he'd even know?
I don't think he would know.
Like,
no.
I've heard that somewhere before, I think.
Yeah. Something. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, here's how 2 reels and a fake works. We have 3 country music songs here.
Okay.
2 of these are real. They're real songs. They're on the radio. They're making money.
Currently. Okay.
And one of them is fake. Holly wrote this last night. Now, you heard me right. Holly wrote this.
Maybe does that make it easier for me?
Probably.
You're pretty good at it. I think
probably. This is her first go at it, or maybe she may have done it once or twice before, but not often. So Holly has wrote the fake. It's Billy's job here to be able to spot which one of these songs is fake, and I will tell you it's Christmas themed, which I know you love Christmas music,
country,
Christmas country themed.
Oh my
Christmas
gracious.
country. All right, here we go. Song number one. Snow's fallen softly on the old barn roof. The cows are in the stall and the chickens in the coop.
It rhymes.
It's Christmas on the farm where the heart feels right, with the firelight glow and the stars so bright. We'll sing all the songs that we know by heart. It's a country Christmas, never too far apart. Song number one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Song number one right there. All right.
I'm going to Kentucky right now.
Song number two. Song number two. Man, I sure do love this time of year. Snow starts covering up the old John Deere. Old
Sounds
school
country.
lights hanging off the roof. Front porch mistletoe kissing booth. Cup filled up with some feel good Christmas cheer round here. Song number two.
Someone, whoever wrote that song, had too much in the cup.
The Christmas
the cup of cheer already.
And they went down to Interstate Liquors and bought the spirits. That was song number two. All right, and third and final song here. I'll be hanging every light I find in this house, playing Christmas music so loud. This year, Christmas won't be quite so blue, and I'm gonna shout too much and dance in the snow. Drink just enough to let us go. Christmas isn't canceled, just you.
What the heck does that even mean?
Song number three.
I don't even know what any of that means.
All right. So you got three songs there. One of those is not real. One of those Holly wrote all on her own. And I know she didn't use ChatGPT because she don't know how. So she wrote that.
I wrote a
Whichever
song
one.
yesterday using ChatGPT for my
pretty-
kids. They wanted a song about pigs and dinosaurs
And you
and a
just-
rock theme. I'm like,
ChatGPT.
done.
Write me something up. Cliff says 2 is the fake. Dana says 1 is the fake. So we got some guesses coming in over on the.
Do they know about country Christmas music?
Probably not.
Anything?
And then
can-
Cliff said, well, maybe 3 is the fake. So
3 is incoherent.
Yeah.
So it's probably a real song. So I think 3 is a real song
Okay.
because
I like his logic.
there's no way it like makes rational sense.
Yeah.
So 3 is a real song. Can I hear 2 again?
Yeah, that you can do that. You can hear each song one additional time. That's the rules.
Okay.
Song number 2.
Knowing the rules is good. Anything else I need to know about the rules?
No, there's no other rules. Leanne thinks 3 is the fake. Let's see. Song number 2 again. Man, I sure do love this time of year. Snow starts covering up the old John Deere. Old school lights hanging off the roof. Front porch mistletoe kissing booth. Cup filled up with some feel good Christmas cheer round here.
There's a lot going on in that song.
I know.
I mean, there's like a whole Hallmark movie happening in that song in various places, I think.
Cliff said, I'm with Billy, so 2 is fake. That's I don't know. Leanne thinks 3. Now they kind of a mixture.
There's a lot going on there. I wonder what the rest of the song would be if it was actually a real song.
That's the tough part. You only get a little bit of it. And
one seemed kind of rational enough that it could be a song. I could feel the story happening.
Mhm.
So I think 1 is a song. So that only leaves me 2, right?
Yeah.
2 is the fake.
Oh, you're gonna go with 2. You think
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
is the fake?
Probably wrong, but I'm gonna go with 2.
All right. So Billy thinks that 2 is the fake. All right. So what we'll do is we'll eliminate one of these.
Can I get it right if I still get it wrong? How does that work? Do we get second chances?
No, there's no second
it's-
chances.
So I've made my bet.
You've made your choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've put your money down here. He says 2 is the fake. Well, let's go ahead and let you know that 3. That he was doing a little contemplating on. 3 is real.
It's a real song.
3 is real.
Like current people listen to it now.
Yeah, well, I guess during the Christmas season.
Hmm.
I'll be hanging every light I find in this house, playing Christmas music so loud. This year, Christmas won't be quite so blue, and I'm going to shout too much, dance in the snow, drink just enough to let us go. Christmas isn't canceled, just you. That's real. It is Kelly Clarkson. Christmas isn't canceled.
Oh.
So it's a real song.
And she said, bye-bye. You're not
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I guess, yeah. So
I'm over you.
yeah, that's basically what she's going with there. Well, I was supposed to play that on the what happened.
Oh no.
Well, I'll play it for everybody if I can get the thing to connect in a minute. Yeah, Christmas isn't canceled, only you. Maybe I'll
Okay,
play it.
So I was right about that.
Yeah, that was a real song. So, where's that at? Sorry, video people, I got to mute you over there. This is not like original Christmas music. You know, this is like her own Christmas stuff, right?
I guess so.
I don't think anybody else did this. That's bad.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
Nothing's good about it.
Uh-uh.
Nothing's catchy about it at all. All right, so it's down between 1 and 2. Billy says that 2 is the fake. Let's get a drum roll on this. Billy. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy.
Should have gone with my gut.
Oh, Billy.
I got enough gut. Should have gone with it.
Song number 2 that you thought was fake is, in fact, a real song that is Christmas in the Country, quite literally the name of the song,
Okay.
By Thomas Rhett. Man, I sure do love this time of year. Snow starts covering up the old John Deere. My favorite line, cup filled up with some feel-good Christmas cheer around here.
Mhm.
That is a real song.
A real song.
By Thomas Rhett. Yep. Thomas Rhett wrote that. Or I don't know if he wrote it, but he recorded it and put it out and just
And this stream is going to get him 1/10 of a cent.
yeah. Well, not the video. I got to cut it off. Pretty sure I used this last year. It wasn't good then. It's not good now.
Man, I sure do.
Gotta mute you on the video.
The old John Deere.
It's not that bad, actually.
Old school lights
It's just not going to be in my Christmas mix, probably.
I can confirm. There's very little of country music that's in a mix of mine.
Oh, you don't like country? So you don't
My
like
wife
Wallen?
does.
Yeah.
But that like gets you to 90s country.
Oh, she didn't like Wallen.
I don't know. Not in the car while I'm driving.
So song number 1 was fake. Holly wrote that, called Christmas on the Farm by Holly.
Wasn't the last one called Christmas on the Farm?
No, it was Christmas in the Country.
Oh.
It's a completely different song, Billy. These are not the same.
So confused.
Song number 1 was the fake. Snow's falling softly on the old barn roof. I feel like she kind of ripped off the Thomas Rhett song.
I think she,
The
yeah.
cows are in the stall, chickens in the coop. It's Christmas on the farm. I mean, literally says it right there. It's Christmas on the farm where the heart feels right, with the firelight glow and the stars so bright. We'll sing all the songs that we know by heart. It's a country Christmas, never too far apart. So that's a real song. Or no, a fake song.
That should be a real song. Maybe I'll record it.
Somebody tell Walker Hayes to record that for us.
Yeah, that's quality.
Does
Does she write the rest of the song? Is there a chorus?
No, that's the thing. We
Or
just
was
kind
that the
of
chorus?
stop with a verse,
Mhm.
and then that's it.
Okay.
You know, I have
Maybe she can pen the rest of it.
400 one-verse songs. I feel like I should just mash them together.
Yeah.
If I can get somebody to sing them for us.
I think while she's recovering from not feeling well today, maybe she could pen the rest of that, and she might be well on her way to. Maybe she's going to get $2 million a year and
on residuals.
on
like
residuals
Bad
for
Christmas
her
song,
bad Christmas song.
Mariah Carey. Yeah. Well, Holly, congratulations. She wins 2 reels and a fake. Billy does not. That's a tough song to play. She struggles. I mean, she is 8 and 437 against me.
Yeah, it's not doing so good.
I mean, she's won some, but not often. I've struggled against Macy Tabor. You know, we've had her in as a guest.
She knows.
And I think I'm 0 for 3 against her. I tried hard too.
Every time.
I couldn't get her.
She knows her music.
Yeah, I thought about sneaking one of her songs in. This is
Just
it's a joke. But
like
I didn't want to insult her.
a third verse of a song or something.
Yeah.
Like maybe she won't remember she did this.
Yeah, but anyway, Holly is the victor this week. All right, we got birthdays coming up next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, so don't go anywhere. Morning show here from 6:30 to 8:30, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Emcella treatments can solve urinary incontinence. So when you're chasing the kids around for the holidays, you don't have to worry about incontinence problems. These are in-office treatments. They're non-invasive. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester.
Looking for affordable, reliable auto repair? Look no further than Millie's Auto Repair in Manchester. Whether you need a quick oil change or a complete engine replacement, Millie's.
And if I lost, did Holly win and lose?
I don't know.
If I filled in for her, she won as you.
Holly's definitely.
So you won again, and she took the loss.
She's definitely a loser. So today for not showing up to work.
Did she use any PTO to cover her time off today?
Right. Shannon says Jody has a beautiful voice. Let Holly write the rest of that song, and Jody can record it.
It's true.
She's a good singer.
Jody is a good singer. Jody has a vocal music education degree.
I love to sing.
Yeah.
But I'm bad.
Terrible.
I'm
sing
tone deaf as it gets.
Right. I sing in the shower, and I sing loud.
It's bad.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't usually sing out. When I sing at church, but
Yeah.
because everyone else is singing. So
Just try to go a little bit lower than everybody else.
yeah, I don't sing very well. I sing in the car. My kids just like cover their ears and.
With the kid, what I figured out about the kids was when they were younger, just because they thought you were a good singer if you knew the words, and you were on time. So I mean, I know the words and I'm on time. Like Josh is a good singer.
I know some of the
No,
words.
he is not.
I'm usually a half a second late.
Yeah. But I'm on time, and I've got rhythm.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I got rhythm. I just don't have the ability to be in tune at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was even in band in middle school for a year.
Yeah.
I was second chair trumpet. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I played.
But even then,
saxophone for 6
Randy
weeks,
Damewood was
or
like,
trombone for 6 weeks. And was
Randy,
like, nope.
Randy Damewood was like, oh, I need all the trumpets to play a G. Somebody's out of tune.
Yeah.
And I hear, everybody goes, and it gets to me, and he's like, "Bro." And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, it sounded just like everybody else's.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
What is the problem here?
Yeah.
It's all fine. Yeah, I'm not particularly musically inclined.
No, I love to sing.
So my wife teaches voice lessons. She teaches private voice lessons to people in our town.
Really?
And
think she can get something out of me?
Yeah, she could. For the right amount of money, she'll keep trying.
Yeah. You sing good.
You don't have to be good for her to work with you. She'll get you from bad to a little better.
Giving that heater all the effort I can give it, Billy, but that's not
It's
one
not
to work.
bad. So
It feels good in here, though.
Yeah, we're up to 66 in here. This is nice.
Yeah. The rest of the building, not so much.
Yeah, but it's a little less delightful out there.
Yeah. It's cooled down to 59 out there.
Right. Crisp 59 degrees.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at the weather, and I'm like, well, that 14-degree Thursday night's really got me. It's really on my radar there. Can we get this thing fixed by Thursday night?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of stress on something.
Yeah. I'm like, the water's not just dripping. I've got it just turned on.
Right, yeah.
Because that happened last year, and then when that cold in June.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, January.
Not in June, yeah.
It busted these pipes out back, and that was not fun.
It's not ideal.
We couldn't get them unthawed. It took days. It was so cold there.
It's less good.
Yes. Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, 728-1320 or 728-3526. Tell me about your birthdays. And at the end of the day, we'll read them off right now. But then at the end of the day, we'll read off all the birthdays we've compiled. And we will draw for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. Yesterday's winner was Zoe Watkins. Congratulations, Zoe. You can pick up your birthday certificate here at the Thunder Radio Studios. At the end of the week, we draw for birthday cake from the Food Lion. We also draw amongst our anniversary folks for some flowers from the Mossy Pot in downtown Manchester. Drum roll, Billy. Well done. Solid. Happy birthday today. Travis O'Kelly has a birthday today. Happy birthday. Studio audience is rambunctious. And that's all. That's all
we got?
That's all. Only
one birthday.
So far. I mean, sometimes you start off with one, and by the end of the day, you've got 10. Some days you start off with one, and by the end of the day, you got one. You know? Now, celebrity birthdays is something I forgot.
Do we have celebrity birthdays?
Yeah.
But you're finding them now.
I'm fine. Yeah, this is Holly's thing, and I'm like,
because she cares about them. Do you care about celebrity birthdays?
No, not particularly. No.
But you're about to.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Well, I don't like the definition of celebrity anymore.
I was gonna ask
a lot of TikTok stars.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this?
Influencers.
I want to know how many of these people you know.
Okay. Probably
these are today's celebrity birthdays.
Okay.
Lil Baby. Lil L-I-L. Lil. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby. I know about Lil Baby, so I don't know who that is. Though.
He's 29.
Is he a rapper?
It literally says underneath his name, rapper.
Okay, that's gonna be my guess. Usually, if there's a Lil in front of your name, you're a rapper.
Gonna be a rapper. Ozzy Osbourne.
I know him.
How old do you think Ozzy Osbourne is?
73.
75.
Okay, I was close.
So pretty close. Amanda Seyfried. She's pretty well known.
Oh, I've heard of that name. I don't know what she is.
She's done some voice work, and she's been in several things. You're gonna know her.
Oh yeah. I know who that is.
I think she was on my list for a while. 38.
Okay.
38, which it's the end of the year, so it's time for Holly and I to renew our list for the upcoming year. We have 5 people, and we put them on there. We laminate it for the year. Then we switch it out.
There you go.
That's really Jenna Dewan.
Couldn't know who that is.
So that's Channing Tatum's ex-wife.
Okay, that gets you celebrity status.
Yeah.
Did she do something else?
I don't know. She's 43. She's having a
Somebody's
birthday.
ex-wife. Great.
Yes. That's Andy Grammer.
And I've heard that name.
Singer.
Okay.
R&B.
Oh! I did hear that name because that something Christmas song he came across to Spotify. I think.
Okay.
Something was. It was on the. I didn't ask for it, but it appeared. I changed it.
40 years old.
Okay.
And Brendan Fraser.
I've heard of that name. Is he an actor?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Did a lot of things. George of the Jungle.
Okay.
A long time ago, right?
Yeah. That's about where my movie knowledge stops. Somewhere around there.
This is where Holly is better to have. Montel Jordan.
Oh, that guy. Was he a singer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is how we do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds right.
I think he did that. This is great having you here because you know even less about Hollywood than
I'm
me.
I
don't know anything about any of
I'm like pop culturally inept.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be. I'm not trying to be. I just don't know.
Care.
Yeah. I stop. You want to talk sports? I can talk sports. You want to talk who won the Super Bowl and whatever? We can do that for a minute. You want to talk about? I mean, you want to do World Series winners? Sure, we can talk about baseball if you want. But I can't. I get stuck because I don't have the attention span to sit through a 2-hour movie. And you might say, well, Billy, how do you?
But there are no 2-hour movies anymore. They're all 3 hours.
Yeah. How do you do that? Like, how do you not? You can watch sports, but you can't watch movies. But I can always put the movie back on. The sport thing happens live. So once it's done, it's done. But the movie's always there. So I will always do something else instead of watching the movie.
I'm told Jenna Dewan is also an actress, not just Channing's ex-wife. So she does movies.
Not any that we've seen, apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I probably have.
Anybody want to tell us what she was in? What do they got over there on the talking box? Does the Bookface got anything for us?
Well, hang on.
Can anybody tell us? She's like, oh yeah, you should definitely know who that is.
What is she in?
Yeah.
Great hits like She Made Them Do It.
I don't know what that is.
Me either. The Wedding Year.
Don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Sounds like she's just monumentally famous.
She was in. Well, I don't know what that. I just want a basic list. Okay. The Rookie. What is that?
Is that the baseball movie?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
No, it's a TV series.
Oh,
ripped off the name. Because that's what I thought. But I saw the years and I was like, no, I don't think that's going to be the same thing. Yeah, I need her Wikipedia page. That's what I want.
Yeah, because so far I don't know who that is.
Nora Clark in the 2006 film Step Up.
I think I've heard of that movie.
Okay.
Was that a dance movie or something?
I don't know.
Okay.
FX series American Horror Story Asylum.
Okay, haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I know The Office. I got Office references.
She wasn't in The Office. I know that.
She wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't in that. So I know at that point.
I've seen more episodes of NCIS than I care to tell you, but that's about it. My children are fascinated with NCIS.
Yeah, we don't watch a lot of TV anymore. And you were talking about sports. I don't even watch a lot of sports anymore. I used to watch all the sports, and then it just slowly declined for me. I don't. I mean, I watched every Braves game. I watched every Tennessee game. I knew when they played. I knew when Tennessee played, what time every game was. I listened to sports radio all week. Now on Friday, I'm like, what time's Tennessee play tomorrow? And I start looking, and used to, it was like, if I'm not available, I have to record it so I can watch it. It's just not that deep anymore.
Right.
I think the loss to Georgia State, Pruitt's second year.
Yeah,
it just did it. I was
it
just
did
like,
some
you know what?
irreparable harm.
Yeah, it just apathy officially hit me, and I was like, it's not worth my blood pressure anymore.
Well, on Saturday, I think they showed a stat of Heupel versus the 2009 to Heupel. And
it's quite impressive. The wins versus Florida, Alabama, versus what they used to be.
I loved Ohio State losing to Michigan.
Yeah, and I still kind of pay attention on the peripheral, and also I just don't like college football anymore with the money and the transfer portal, and I just don't. It's not the same. It's not the. And some of that started before. You know what? We'll talk sports when we come back. I got to take a break, but I'm glad you're here, Billy. I can talk sports. I wonder what I was going to do for the last segment.
Holly can't stop you.
Holly cannot stop me. Oh yes, a morning show overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage, folks. Let me tell you what. A lot of people are wanting to refinance. They're wanting to get into a better rate. Rates have moved. They're wanting to maybe get themselves into a new house or their first house. Whatever you're trying to do when it comes to home ownership, New Haven Mortgage can guide you through that process. They know how to help. Find them online at newhavenmtg.com or just stop by and see Heather Phillips and her team. Over 60 years of experience in that industry at 1300 MacArthur Street in Manchester, NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.9.
Transfer portal has ruined college sports. Yeah, I feel like it started not with the transfer portal. I mean, it has. I hate it. And the money and the NIL money and all that, which I never minded. I never thought it was fair that a college athlete couldn't get money from their own autograph.
Right.
Like, I think that's crap. Like, if I sign my autograph, how come I can't make money off of that? I think that's
I still
that's
need to
BS
go to
me.
I still need to go to my philosophy class, but
Yeah.
if I sell my autograph over there,
Yeah.
I'm doing that on my.
Right. I don't get that. But
It's a side hustle.
so I don't mind that. But I think what really started to ruin it, remember the start was like social media and Twitter, and which I love X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
I
But
deactivated my
when the world
Twitter
got
account.
smaller, and in the travel ball and the camps and the kids know each other, that blood hate pageantry kind of went away. Like, it's still there, right? But the players, after the game, they all yuck it up unless they plant a flag in the middle of the field, which case it's not.
Yeah, that hasn't sold
But
well.
I mean, for the most part, after the game, they all yuck it up. They all went to camps together. They all kind of know each other, and it's fine, I guess. But it just that Alabama hating Tennessee, I mean, it's still a thing, but it is not what it was in the 90s.
Right.
I mean, where they just hated each other. Tennessee and Florida hated each other.
Right.
And now it's just like, oh yeah, I went to camp with him, and we follow each other on Twitter, and it's just not the same.
Right. Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion, and not those of Coffee County Broadcasting. But I don't watch sports the way I used to watch sports. I just don't.
Well, I have 6 children who are in too many places at too many times for me to watch.
Yeah, I want to just.
And I'm like, even on Sunday, if I want to put the Titans on or whatever, and I'm like, hey, can I like see that? Dad, we're watching whatever they're watching. I'm like, one day a week.
Yeah.
Now
We
on
spend our
Saturday.
Saturdays watching murder shows and Schitt's Creek. I mean, I can't.
I've seen every episode except the last one.
We've
of
seen
that.
every episode through a couple different times.
Yeah. I didn't watch
something that's on
the finale of that one.
But I just, I don't know. I just don't. And then the Braves moving off of, I watched a lot of the Braves. Of course, when I was single, I spent every night watching the Braves. And then
Right.
But
I paid for
when they-
MLB TV to
but-
watch the Phillies for years.
But at least you can watch them. Yeah, you can pay for MLB TV for the Braves. You still can't watch them because they're stupid blackout rules. So
Right.
now when Bally moved away from or whatever their parent company is not basically on Hulu TV anymore, and I can't watch
Right.
them. A couple years ago, the year they won the World Series, I bought DirecTV Stream to watch them. But I paid for like 2 months. I paid for August and September. And
Yeah.
the playoffs were on network. So, but it was like $50 a month. I was like, I'll do that. Watch. But the next year, I was like, I'll do that all season. But DirecTV Stream had jumped to $100 a month, and I was like, well, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I did. We have YouTube TV, and then we have. I pay for MLB TV, but I probably watch 15 games a year. So I pay $150 to watch 15 games a year, maybe.
Well, I didn't realize you couldn't. I was blacked out, so I had paid for MLB TV a few years ago, and then I couldn't watch the games. I was pissed. I was like, "Well, you got to be kidding me!
Right? It's not
What's
right.
the point of this?
Yeah.
You're in the market." Well, but the Braves market is ridiculous. The Braves market is
the Southeast.
the entire southeastern United States. That's crap.
Yeah, you can't watch the Reds or Braves.
I'm like, no, I identify as a Reds fan.
Right.
Put me in the Reds market, please.
Yes.
So then I can watch the Braves. I don't
Yeah.
understand that with Major League Baseball and their TV rules. I do not get it.
Yeah, so
Don't you want more people watch the games?
Yeah, and you might say, Billy, you're doing it wrong. I use a VPN.
No, yeah. I'm located in California.
I'm currently in Dallas
Yeah.
because I do, in my other job, I handle social media for some companies, and I'll log into their accounts, and they'll be like, "Is this you?" Because it says you're in Dallas. I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah, it's me.
It's me. I'll be in Virginia."
So how does
this
that
week,
work?
probably.
How does the VPN work? I need to get that.
So I pay annually for it, and then on my computer, it just thinks I'm connected to. Now, some of them will sniff that out and be like, "Looks like it's not you."
Yeah.
But on, I've been able to get around it with MLB app.
Yeah, well, it's always good to admit your crimes online.
Yeah, it's
Also downloaded a lot of music from Napster.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Is it a crime to be safe on the internet?
I know.
You should
absolutely
never
not.
use
Yeah.
if I meet somebody at a coffee shop or something, I'm not connecting to their Wi-Fi without a VPN. Never,
Right.
ever, ever.
I know. My favorite is, do you want your computer to be discoverable on this network? And I'm like, no,
No, I don't.
absolutely
Thank
not.
you.
It's
Yeah.
probably not a good idea if you're not familiar with this network. I'm like,
So I use the VPN for legitimate purposes,
See, I don't
and
know
then
how
I
to-
happen to,
you're gonna have to teach me how to do that. VPN
other
thing.
times of year, I use it for
watching
my
baseball.
entertainment.
Yeah, it's good to be.
I also split my MLB TV with 3 people or 4 people now. I don't know how.
Yeah.
So
I would like to be able to do that to watch the Braves more. I just don't get to watch them a lot during the summer now. Like,
Yeah.
but even when they're on like ESPN or whatever, I don't watch them. I probably watched 2 games last year. I listen a lot on Thunder.
Right.
I
I'd
don't-
rather listen to it than listen to the TV guys.
Dude, what's his name that does the games? Forget his name now. It's the off season. Not Joe Simpson, but the other guy.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my gosh.
That other guy.
Pipes. Not fair.
You've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Josh and Billy today.
Yeah. I don't think we've been that offensive today.
No, I think it's been great. We were talking sports during the break, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. This is the morning show brought to you by New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team, over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry, can get you in the right loan product for your family. NewHavenMTG.com, NMLS 1477317. So we were talking during the break. We were talking sports, and then we were talking before the break, actually, and it really just clicked that I got somebody here I could talk sports with. And I'm, because I listened to, Billy has a show on Saturdays, the Fan Zone with Billy and Eric. It's on at 11. And so I listen a lot when I'm leaving the coach's show. I catch most of the show. And I'm like, I need to go on the show with him one day because I like to talk sports. But then I'm like, I don't know enough about sports anymore to even go on the show. I don't, y'all talk a lot of NASCAR too, which I know nothing about.
Yeah.
But we were talking, the lack of watching sports for me now is so different. Like I just hit a point where I'm like, it's not important to me anymore. Like I like to watch if it's on, but just the days of planning my Saturday around when Tennessee plays and making sure that I have nothing else going on and do not schedule anything, all that stuff, I just don't do it anymore. And it's like, well, I'll watch it if I can watch it. I won't if I can. And it's whatever. I mean, I still like to make sure that I catch the big ones, Alabama, Florida, things like that. But if like UTEP used to, I would be like, no, we're not going anywhere. UTEP and Tennessee are playing.
We got to watch a 73-0 beat down.
I'm like, I'm going to be watching that. But now I don't care anymore. And I've not gone up to a game, and I've not been since Heupel has been the coach.
Yeah, I haven't been.
I don't think I've been since COVID.
I have not been to a game since 2009. Probably the last time I went to a game.
Yeah, I mean, I've been since then, but I just I don't. We took the kids, and I've been, but
yeah, and having so we're on a pretty strong run of young children in the house. So like taking them.
Taking all of them would be something.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Selective at this point.
Yeah, and so
I'll take my favorites.
And then I also have to be selective about the occasions by which I might say, honey, I'm thinking about doing this thing that's going to be an all-day activity where I will leave you with all 6 of these children. What do you think? I go to a football game, honey? What do you think? Yeah. And she's usually like, I've been praying about it, and I don't think we're going to do that.
The Lord spoke.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I've been...
Traffic's awful bad in there. Yeah. So I just don't watch it as much as I used to, but we were talking about, college football, and it's just not the same. And I was saying during the break, I thought that, as the world has shrunk, I feel like that's made it worse, social media and the way the kids are recruited now, they all kind of know each other, and that hate blood is not the same as it used to be.
Right.
And Josh Taylor, made a decent point over on the Carmine Family Dental Cameras. And he said that, and we're talking about NIL, and he said, NIL's not killed college football for me. It's been the conference realignment and the traditional games being destroyed. Yeah. I mean, the Big Ten, I mean, they got people traveling from the East Coast to the West Coast playing conference games, and it's not gone well.
Oregon.
Yeah,
Oregon is in the Big Ten.
Yeah, Oregon is playing, Penn State in a conference game, and I'm just like, that's not a conference game anymore.
Right. What's a conference title game?
Yeah, it's really going to kill. It's really going to hurt smaller sports when you got volleyball and baseball traveling across the country for
right. They won't be able to afford
games. That's going to eat them up in terms of money and just student athlete wear and tear. That's a lot of travel for them.
Because most student athletes,
because we're all about the academic side of thing, right?
Right. Most student athletes go on to do something else that isn't
shocker
a lot of money at the sport they're playing.
I think Gino Auriemma kind of went on a pretty big rant about that. He was like, "What are we doing?" He's like, "Well, we're traveling, thousands of miles already. Now we're traveling tens of thousands of miles to try
Right.
to play conference games.
Right.
And
To
that's,
play a 2-hour
yeah,
baseball game
on a Tuesday night or,
Yeah.
or whatever. And that's just not what you want to do. So anyway, that's a good point that's kind of really harmed the college sport, at least in my mind. I never had a problem with NIL. I was telling Billy, I never understood why an athlete couldn't make money on their own autograph. That didn't
Right.
make sense to me.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem, of if you have time for a side hustle, you have the ability to go make some money. As an adult, I don't know, most of us are figuring out how to. If I do that thing over there, I can make a couple dollars.
Yeah.
Most of yards
Everybody's
after work, I can make some money.
Looking for a side hustle.
So you can do that. And yes, you're getting a scholarship, and yes, so you do got to do the school thing, right? You need to be able to do that, graduate.
Some of them.
Maybe.
Yeah, you
Or
still have to go to class.
have a quality tutor who gets you through.
Have a good proxy.
Yeah, yeah.
Get you through class or whatever. Well, now I wonder how that is even with a lot of the online learning. Used to it was like, Jamal Lewis doesn't go to class. Well, now it's like, no, Jamal's logged in. I see.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if it's him over there, but
Yeah,
somebody's logged in.
Somebody is logged in as Jamal.
Yeah. So anyway,
Maybe a little baby.
Yeah, it's a little. It's just not the. It's not the same for me anymore. And I don't. How much of it is the landscape has changed, and how much of it is I'm just older and I'm turning into a get off my lawn older guy who just doesn't want anything to change. I don't know how
Right.
much of that is. I don't know how much of that weighs on which side of the other.
Right. Yeah, I think the conference realignment does change. Well, because all of it's changed. So
Well, you lose some of these traditional rivalries too.
Yeah. I was going to say that there are things that you look forward to that you don't get to look forward to anymore. I guess if you're a Texas fan, you're really excited that you got Texas A&M back. You're back together with A&M. So that
Yeah,
you
that's a
can,
big rivalry. They should play the game.
Yeah, and they should play every year, whether they're in a conference or not.
Yeah.
But so I don't. And the SEC, like all the SEC and Big Ten, are frustrating to me because they're just giant. They're not those things anymore, and they pillaged everything else to make themselves the things they are.
Yeah, and I don't think.
But I guess it's the way you just brands buying up brands and.
Yeah, well, that part was we kind of saw that coming a few years ago when the conference started to move. It was like it's gonna be survival of the fittest,
Right?
And the poor Pac-12.
Yeah, it was apparently not the fittest.
I mean, we knew that. We knew that. You watched and you were like, they are not as competitive. They are not as aggressive as these other conferences. They're going to get left behind. And just like the rest of the business world, they kind of got.
They were running behind out there.
Yeah, they got left behind. So, are you familiar with the SEC scheduling model now?
I'm familiar. Yes.
So how many traditional rivalries do they keep per team? Do you know that? Is it 2?
It's 2 or 3.
Yeah, because if it's only 2, then Tennessee's going to lose somebody.
Right.
Because you've got. I mean,
you're
going to lose. Somebody's going to lose because you've got.
In theory,
Alabama's gonna be
Georgia,
there.
Alabama, Kentucky, and Vanderbilt are all in Florida. So that's 5.
Yeah, but you think traditional rivalries, you think Alabama
Mm-hmm.
and Florida. To me, and I know some people are going to say Vanderbilt. The old hats are going to say Vanderbilt, and,
Right.
and I get that. And
Well, I
and
don't know if
Georgia.
there's not rivalry to Vanderbilt and Kentucky because there's a long lopsided tradition there. Right?
Yeah.
So it's not rivalry, but it is expectation.
Traditional game.
Yeah.
Yeah, traditional games. Hattie says these additional teams beg to come to the SEC and the Big Ten with the money that comes from broadcasting in their own networks. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
It's all about money.
Kind of where it came from. Now, I just want to know when Notre Dame is going to be made to do something. I don't think
Right.
that it's fair that Notre Dame's still allowed to sit out there and do their own thing, but then get to play with the rest of the people. Like,
Right.
like they get to play by their own set of rules, their own TV deal, their own net. They don't have their own. They don't have to be in a conference, but then they get to be in the playoff picture with everybody else.
Right.
I think that's crap. They got that national recruiting brand already anyway.
Yeah, they're doing okay. But it would be, I don't know, being in a conference sounds like a better way because they're in a conference in other sports, right?
They are. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
Are they in the ACC or something? Is that where they play basketball?
I don't see. That's the thing. I'm going to get really. There's the danger of going down the sports road
get
here.
ignorant
I
fast.
have lost my connection to a lot. Is the Big East even still a conference in basketball?
Yeah, I don't know if it is. Probably.
Hattie said they play in a conference in every other, in every other sport except football. Yeah. Yeah. They just don't play in a conference for football. And I think that's crap. It's the ACC, he said. I'm glad we got Hattie here. He knows.
There you go.
He knows things.
So I was right.
Yeah, you were right, Billy. Very good. So I don't think
Write that down one time.
I don't think it's fair that Notre Dame's allowed to do that. But somebody was saying the other day that maybe it was Saban who was saying, you know, it feels like they're eventually going to take the top 40 or 50 programs. And I don't know how you determine what that is, or because I think it's going to get real iffy around number 48, 49, and 50, and say, you know, or no, he didn't say, he said 30. He said top. No, he said 40. I'm sorry. He said 40 because the NFL is 32.
Kasem.
Yeah, the NFL is 32. So he said it feels like it's going to be like an NFL model where you're going to take these top 40 teams and put them together, and they're going to play amongst each other, because he said that way you're going to pull out some of these. You know, he said I don't feel like you should be playing Division II teams in this playoff era, and you know the conference. You know, so when you get out of the conference schedule, you're going to have to play somebody out of these. You know, going to cross and play in the Big Ten or whatever. He said he feels like that's the model they'll eventually get to, where they take these top 40 teams and say, "Oh, you're it. You're kind of like the league." And but then he's like, you know, but the conferences are going to fight that pretty hard because they kind of have their own little. They have their own little autonomy. They have their own little leagues.
They
The
got their
SEC
little
is a
kingdoms,
money-making
right?
machine. You know, SEC commissioner's raking in I don't know how much money, but I'm sure he's going to
Yeah.
fight pretty hard to continue to be in charge of that.
Yeah, he likes the idea of that, I think.
Yeah, but basically in lieu of the NCAA, because they're worthless, he feels like that's what will happen. I don't know how I feel about that, but
well, if Saban says it,
what probably will happen.
Yeah,
he
he's
tends
like-
to be pretty accurate.
Yeah, well, he has a good read on things, and I think that's why he's retired.
Yeah, well, he was like, I'm not doing this.
No, that's not. I don't really like the direction this is going.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for people like him. It has brought, you know, the transfer portal, for all that I don't like about it, and the money involved here has brought quite a bit of parity.
Yes,
to
because anyone
the
can
college
win
game.
if
And,
you
and
can.
quick. Look what Vanderbilt's done.
Yeah, if you can woo enough people to come your way.
Yeah, you can change things in a hurry.
Yeah.
The turnaround time is far quicker
Mhm.
now than it probably used to be.
Yeah.
Man, Billy, I'm gonna have to get you on for the final 30 every day.
See,
Holly doesn't want to talk sports with me ever.
we can talk sports.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Billy, we got just a little bit of morning show time left, not much. Thanks for coming today.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really appreciate you coming by and hanging out with me. I got a little bit of time. We're here till 8:30. I got to tell you what's happening over at the Mercantile. That's coming up in just a minute. Also, don't forget at 8:30, it is Swap It Shop, man. Billy, you want to hang out for that?
Man.
That's a lot of fun.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner and homeowner.
Picking the top 40 teams. How do you go about that?
Yeah, how do you decide?
And what happens with the rest of them? Like,
Yeah,
good luck over there, B team. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do with them people?
yeah,
Like, talk about dropping the demand for. I mean, it's already low demand for like MTSU football or whatever. But talk about dropping the demand at that point.
right.
Who the hell's going to want to be a part of that now?
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess you're just taking everybody from the ACC, the SEC, the Big Ten. I mean, that's more than 30 though, right?
Yeah. Is there 14 teams in the SEC now? 16.
16.
Yeah.
When you added Oklahoma
Yeah.
and Texas is 16.
So
Right.
And how many? The Big Ten is more than 10.
The SEC is 16. So that's correct. I know Ohio State sucks though. That's great.
Yeah,
I can't stand Ryan Day. The Big Ten's got 18 teams, so that's 34 teams just for those two conferences, and that's Clemson, Florida State
Right.
is not included there. I don't know what you do. Of course, why does Purdue get in there? I mean, well, they're 1-10.
Right.
They're awful. Notre Dame, they include Notre Dame. Like, somebody's gonna get left out here. Like, I don't think you could take 30 or 40. I mean, because that's I was working with 30, so that's 4. I keep putting 30 in my mind. It's 40 is what he said. So,
Yeah.
I put you at 40, 34.
I don't know why instead of throwing out we have 50 bowl games that don't matter worth crap. I don't know
They
why
really don't matter now.
They don't have a. I still think you could pull off a 64 team playoff if you got it all the bowl games, and the bowl games could be the first round, second round games. You suck, so you got to play in the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl.
Yeah. But I don't know. You could do it, but it's like those teams don't belong. I mean, even in the 4-team playoff, those semifinal games are blowouts almost every year. Almost, not every year,
Yeah.
but almost. Like I feel this 12-team playoff is going to be, you're going to have a lot of blowouts in those games. No, maybe not in the first round because you can take those top 4 and you isolate them. But that second round, I feel like will be
Depending on who, if they're what happens with the first round.
But again, hell, Clemson may be a top 4 team now. They go in and win the ACC, and all of a sudden Clemson's sitting up there. I don't
Right, they have a bye, don't they?
Yeah, they'll get a bye. They could really throw a wrench into the process if they win that game.
Yeah, because they're not great this year.
No. They've not been great for a minute. Dabo is done.
Yeah. I wonder how many more years Day has at Ohio State.
That guy, I saw somebody post this, so I'm stealing it, but it's perfect. It was like, he's one of them dudes that can be born on third base and think he hit a triple.
Yeah.
Like, that dude's done nothing. He just got this job with this program at the top of its game and thinks that he's and when they scored the other against Indiana or whoever it was, when they lined up to take a knee or whatever and then ran a play and at the end of the game, that just pissed me off. I was like, hey, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah, there's a better way to do that.
The game they already win him by like 2 touchdowns, and he does that. The 5 seed's the ideal place to be. Then you would get Boise State. The semifinal as the 4 seed. No, that's a pretty good spot. Yeah. Well, you know, the bracket I'd seen the other day, which they will change, but when I had like Tennessee, they were in a terrible spot. They were like in that 8-9. You know,
Right.
Georgia, but that's going to move a little. It's
Yeah.
the first year for it, so we're all going to kind of see ourselves, I guess, how it works.
See what happens. Yeah.
But Tennessee was in a bad. So then, if you won that, then you got the 1 seed.
Right.
That's
No,
terrible.
you don't
8-9
want
spot's
that.
terrible place to
Yeah,
be.
don't want that one.
Why don't they do rearranged brackets where the 1 pulls the lowest remaining seed?
Right.
Didn't the NHL do that in the playoffs where
think so.
they? So why is it? Why if I'm the 1, I don't want the 8 or the 9. I want the 12. I want the lowest one left.
Right.
That should be the benefit. Rearrange the brackets. Does Major League Baseball do that or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But I think NHL does that. I hope it's Ohio State, Tennessee, and I hope it's Ohio State coming to Tennessee. Jacob will beat their ass. He's a big Ohio
There's
State
nothing
fan.
left.
Ohio State does not belong. Tennessee against the Big Ten is traditionally pretty strong.
Right.
That's going to do it for us. Billy, thanks for coming by today.
Absolutely,
We
my
do
pleasure.
greatly appreciate you filling in for Holly. Hopefully she'll be back at it and strong and going tomorrow. We'll see. The morning show, Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. I want to tell you about Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. So they are doing they haven't put out their Christmas bundles yet. At least I've not seen them. We'll keep an eye on that. They usually do Christmas bundles, but they do catering for Christmas parties, whether you got a small office of 10, 15, or maybe a huge corporation, you need 300, 350. They'll do that. They catered the Thundies for us last May. 320 miles to feed, and it was perfect. They were amazing, and they can do that for you as well for the Mercantile or at the Mercantile. 723-2491. Morning show is done. You can catch a replay of today's show on Apple or Spotify. Search for the Morning Show with Josh and Holly. Join our tens of subscribers there. You can also rewatch the show on Facebook or YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Swap and Chop's coming up next at 9 o'clock. It's kickoff hour, Rick and Bubba kickoff hour. 10 o'clock, it's Rick and Bubba, as they only have 9 shows left, and then they are done with the Rick and Bubba show over 30 years. And then Dan Bongino at 12. Connecting Coffee County with Tiffany at 3. High school basketball tonight at 6 o'clock. Coffee County hosting Franklin County. We'll have it for you right here on Thunder Radio. Also on Raider TV. You can watch it on Thunder Radio's Facebook page. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Try to do better then. Bye, people.